Christ. Jesus Christ, I can't type.
Hello. And my model is missing again. There we go. Hi. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm gonna put the music down because it's too loud. So I have seen the new Ishmael that is coming out. There is only one thing I'm gonna have to say for this. I'm gonna be pulling her. I don't care if Pulgisnacht is coming. Listen, I don't care, okay? I'm pulling for her. And that's personal reasons. That's all. Listen, I have a thing for that exact hairstyle and that and martial arts, something like that. That is exactly what I like. And her animations look way too cool. I just watched 30 seconds of the trailer and I was like, yeah, okay, no, I'm pulling for her. So we all know I'm going to be pulling for her. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I know it's not the best idea because of Pulgisnacht is coming. I don't care. I want her. Is she going to fit in my team? Probably not. Do I care? Probably not either. No, actually, absolutely I'm not caring about that. Oh, yes, there's one thing I would like to do. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Somebody with one of the best names I've seen in a while. Daily Bleach Drinker. Thank you so much for the follow. You're a moderator on Tiger's stream. I saw that. But yeah, that was definitely something to say. Daily Bleach Drinker. What a fucking name, dude. What a name. Right. Hello? Oh, why is the download now? Today? Where's my game? Game capture. There we go. I don't know why this game has such a weird resolution that it doesn't fit on my screen properly. That makes no sense. That's never the reason for anybody else. Okay, there's like a lot of attacks that they changed. I heard about it on the forums. People were getting upsetty spaghetti because they immediately nerfed it, and a lot of people were like, don't fucking nerf that shit, man. But in any case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my dailies because I think I didn't do my dailies. Yeah, I didn't do my dailies. So I'm gonna do my dailies real quick. And then we're gonna go back into the game. We can... How far into the game are we? So we're going for the pallid whale. We need 3 more. And then we are out of Canto, which is interesting. Anyway, where were we? Excavation. Because I have a feeling I'm going to be needing a lot of this anymore in the near future. Also, it would be really good to draw the Ishmael, because I need a 3-star Ishmael. I do have Otis. What's your gimmick again? Oh, you do rupture and defense down. Interesting. I could level her. But the main issue that I have legitimately right now is I just need more. Like I just need more guys. I need more people with 3 stars. Like I'm not complaining, right? Because I have enough to make most of my stuff work without any problem. But at the same time, I want the main reason. Okay, I'll be reasonable. The main reason why I want Ishmael is because she's cute. Okay, don't fucking judge me here. Don't judge me here. I just really like Ishmael because she looks really cute in that outfit. And fuck yes, I will pull depending on cuteness. Bite me. Okay? Just goddamn bite me. I will pull depending on if the character is cute enough or not. Are you going to roll for a seasonal ID then? Yeah, you mean the... Oh god, what's it called? Hang on. If you mean the... Oh god. Let me see. The family hierarchy candidate? Yes, I will be rolling for her. Because she's cute. That's the only reason. I don't even know if I have a team that fits for her. I don't care. She's cute. I want her. I don't make the most reasonable decisions when talking about characters like that. I'll be brutally honest. Come on, Don. And hey, Klein, how you doing? That ID is most likely going to be Poison Rupture. I mean, yeah, doesn't this entire Canto seem to be all about Rupture? Maybe I'm gonna have to wait until Canto 10 to get her a proper team, but I don't care. In gacha games, I'm never reasonable. I'm never reasonable with who I pull. I pull whoever I find cute. There's a reason why in Genshin Impact I have Navia in C3, okay? Because I found her incredibly cute. I loved her. I still love her. She's my favorite. It's my favorite Genshin Impact character. I have redeems because of her, you know? I'm not a reasonable person in that regard. There is a good reason why I forbid myself from spending money in gacha games. Come on! Gotcha, I see. Yeah. There is actually something to be said that maybe I start trying to pull for Faust here. Because Faust, if I remember correctly, the current Faust is also for... let's see, this. The current Faust is also for Rupture, right? Oh, Rhino Boy surviving? Nice. That ID is bonkers too, so vote them out. Yeah, I heard about it. Weren't they considering nerfing it? Ishmael, are you gonna win that? Yeah, she is. I'll be honest, I had recently sharded her, and that's why Kim wanted to nerf her, and the backlash that what happened. I heard about the backlash, yeah. I also heard I mean, Jesus Christ, if the game's just gonna give me a resolution for everything, but anyway. I also heard about the nerf that they wanted to do to her, but I think they reverted it, right? It didn't go through. I'll be honest, I try not to look into stuff that is happening in the current Canto, like any news at the game at all, because it might spoil, right? I'm only in Canto 5 right now, so it might spoil what's coming up, and I kind of don't want to be spoiled because I feel like you get the best experiences always. How do I explain it? If I'm watching something like a streamer, a YouTuber or something. Okay, Rodion, can you please shut up? Rodion, can you... Rodion, please, thank you. Yep, they backtracked on the nerf and people complained that they wasted their rolls because of the nerf announcement. Ah, yeah. So what was I thinking? I was thinking about something I forgot. The main reason, as you can see here, I have so much lunacy right now is because of Walpurgisnacht, right? I was considering waiting for Walpurgisnacht. But considering how much lunacy I have and how much lunacy I'm going to have, I think I could probably extract Faust. When is she going to? That, and then... The compensation was for people who rolled before the nerf. Oh, I see. Yeah, I have 3 Cantos mirror dungeons to do. Maybe in 2-3 weeks when Walpurgis showed up. Yeah. Greed is actually not a sin in Limbus Company. We discussed that multiple times. That is the one missing sin. They replaced greed with gloom in this game, which is an interesting, an interesting fact. No, gluttony is a sin. Gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. All the 7 deadly sins are here except greed. Which is interesting, and I posed the hypothesis that greed is not considered a sin in the city. That's why the sinners can't use greedy attacks. Gluttony, envy, and greed are kind of the same thing, though. No? The one for material wealth. So you have to consider. You have to consider a bit the fact that there's 2 different things you have to consider here. First, when were the deadly sins written? Because I don't care if you believe in religious stenography or not. But you have to always consider that stuff was written at the time, and there was a reason for why that stuff was written, right? Admittedly, I was one of those people who wanted to roll when they announced it, but I backtracked since I considered shutting her away, even if the nerf goes through or not. Oh, I see. So you have to consider, if you're talking about the 7 deadly sins, you have to consider the time where they were important. Like, when were the 7 deadly sins important? So they have considered what were the most crimes that people were doing at the time, and why were they doing it. So, greed is obvious. Just look around today and you'll find out why greed is a deadly sin. Deadly sin that the comments are still relevant even nowadays. Oh yeah, no, definitely. There's some truths are never irrelevant, but you still have to consider when... You still have to consider when something was written, because that changes... Context is important, right? Context for everything is important. Like, for example, nowadays, a lot of the stuff that was before an issue, it's not an issue anymore. Like, technically speaking, shouldn't be an issue. It'll be relevant until the world ends, I suppose. Or we somehow manage to change human nature. Okay, basically the same thing, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, chat. Don't look at me like that. But you have to consider the context of these deadly sins when we're talking about this, because these deadly sins apply to us, but they might not apply to the people in the city because of the many things that they have done there. So I understand why the developers decided to remove greed, because at the end of the day, Greed is not a sin in the city. We've seen this over and over and over and over again. Nobody gets really in trouble for being greedy in the city. Yeah? Nobody gets in trouble for being greedy in the city. Absolutely no one. Unless they do get in trouble, but they're not punished for being greedy. They are punished for not taking care when being greedy. That's a difference. And that's a very important difference in the city. Right? And to go back to your previous point that gluttony, envy, and greed are kind of the same thing. No, not really, because somebody can be greedy and not envious, right? That is, they are not exactly like, even if you're talking about material wealth, and we're not talking about the envy of do not lust after someone else's wife. The city's laws are not to prevent crime, it's to make sure humanity remains pure. The question I immediately have when I hear something like that is pure to what standard, right? If you have to consider something like that, you have to immediately consider who is talking about the standard, who is setting the stones, who is setting the laws. And I did talk about that with Senna as well beforehand, that Senna said something like, the door cannot be opened for someone like Angela, which is a very interesting thing to say. Because who are the doors? What are these doors they're talking about, right? But in any case, what was I? Right, envy and greed are not the same thing. So envy and greed are not the same thing, even in respect to the city. I can see why envy is a sin in the city, because you're getting something from somebody else, right? Envy is always taking, wanting something from somebody else. And that is always going to be a problem in the city, because those people have earned the right to have that thing. And if you're not strong enough, that's on you. Pets are not part of that though, as long as it doesn't resemble humans. No resurrecting the dead, no AI, no long-lived clones, no non-humans and such. Again, I'm wondering why. Okay, listen, I'll be honest. I have so many questions about the head. The head is one of these enigmatic figures in the game that I'm really fucking confused about, because their actions don't really make any sense. The head is weird. Sometimes they take swift actions, sometimes they just watch. I mean, we know that in Library... I don't know, Klein, have you played Library of Ruina, or are you just a Limbus Company person? Because I don't want to spoil Limbus Company. I imagine the city has a huge Gravity Falls in a sense. A very much way more brutal and horrifying Gravity Fall, but I can see it. Just the story of Library of Ruina? Oh, okay. But the idea is still, the reason, for example, why the head didn't fuck around or didn't bother with Angela at all is because Angela was trying to become human. In their eyes, is trying to become pure, and they just wanted to. They just literally said, "Listen, we can't have you here in the city." Also, seen the story of Lobcop, but dear Lord, when Bina speaks, she's too ambiguous for my peanut brain. Oh my god, Bina is such a fucking headache. Bina is such a headache. Bina is such a fucking headache for the entire lore. That's not even a joke or something. That is literally Bina just gives me headaches. Oh, fuck me. Hang on a second. Something fell destroyed here in my hand. Yes. They did. And we still don't know why. We still do not know why, because there is technically no reason why the head should be bothered, as things said in the beginning. What's his name? Roland said himself that he found it super weird that they had actually sent an arbiter to Lobotomy Corporation when they was in the outskirts. He was like, that makes no fucking sense. Why did the head do that? There was... Jesus Christ, can you please go in there? I'm trying to fix you. There we go, Jesus. Sorry, I broke my fingernail clipper and I was fixing it. So, okay, so a quick recap for everybody for Lobotomy Corp and Library of Runia. Angela, the head left her alone after she became human and was struck down by a human bookkeeper or something. Yes. So in her bad ending, let's talk about the bad ending first. In her bad ending, Angela becomes human. Angela kills Roland, becomes human, kills all the other librarians. It is said she kills all the other librarians and takes over 1/3 of the city. Yeah. But in the end, Angela was way too grief-struck and just eventually gave all that power away to a human bookkeeper, who then killed her on her like when she asked. Because at the end of the day, all stars vanish, right? All stars of the city fade. There's literally a saying in the city. But in the string, why banish her and not destroy her? Is there a use from her for the head? So that's a little bit of the thing. I think they underestimated. I think they had underestimated how strong Angela was still. So they have been following along the entire time. They knew about Angela the entire time, and they were like, okay, so she wants to become a human. And that is a thing we allow in the city. Like, she has the power, she has the strength, we're gonna throw obstacle after her, but because they reached Impurita Civitatis status? Yes, kind of. So, let me explain that. So, the head, in Library of Runia, the head always knew about Angela. They always knew about Angela, and they were like, okay, there is this robot AI here that is slowly trying to become human. We will watch, and if she becomes human, we will allow her. Because she is then, if she's human, she is pure, don't give a shit how she got there, right? So the head watched the entire time, sending, like, allowing these people to be taken away to the city, to the library, and transformed and everything. So yeah, yada yada, that's fine. That's fine in the ending. So, as she becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, Angela decides to instead vanish into the light. Mind you, the head doesn't mind the distortions. This is the thing Xena has said. You guys have to remember. The head doesn't mind the distortions, the head doesn't mind ego. They all said that is part of humanity that is pure. We're not gonna touch it. But as Roland pulled Angela out of the light... Also, by the way, if you ship Angela and Roland together, don't blame you, I do too. Sorry, let's continue. So as Angela got pulled out of the light, the head was like, okay, so she made her decision, she does not want to become human, so we cannot allow her to stay in the city, right? Because she is an AI, and as Xena said, the door cannot be opened to such people. The head can absolutely not allow Angela to stay, so they were like, okay, so we cannot, not only can we not allow Angela to stay, we also cannot allow the library to stay. Now you're asking yourself, like, okay, why is the head not allowing the library to stay? Also, Book Hunter is bae. I don't know why a lot of people like the Book Hunter. Like, I saw the ending. She's cute, but still. Where were we? Also, a bot just got banned. Get fucking banned. And so you're asking yourself, like, but why did they remove the library from the city? Oh, well, very simple. The library had information about singularities. The library knew about W-Corp. Knew about the W-Corp singularity. It knew about the T-Corp singularity. It knew about L-Corp singularity. Yeah, the bot got arbitered. He just fucking exploded. So the main reason why the head removed the library from the city is because it had singularity. It had knowledge of the singularity, and that is a breach of contract with the head. So the head, as a ruler of the city, has to keep its promise and has to keep the singularities under check. W-Corp. Yeah, they knew about the warp train. They knew about the warp train. They knew about L-Corp. They had information about Guardian. They had information about Kali. They had information about. They had too much information. You meant Lovetown? No. Yes. Also. Like, you have to remember, during during Library of Runia, we find out multiple singularities and how they work. R-Corp too, right? There was also R-Corp. They knew about R-Corp, and they knew about the singularity. They knew how it worked because they had the commander. They had multiple commanders from R-Corp. Like, the library had too much knowledge that was technically trademarked by the companies, so the head cannot let the library stay. But I also think the head is not strong enough to destroy the library. Knowledge of the warp train doesn't really warrant death. If you consider that they not only they had to have knowledge about the warp train, they had knowledge about the warp train, they had knowledge about the they had knowledge about the T-Corp. They had knowledge about the Index. They had knowledge about R-Corp. They had knowledge about L-Corp, which is technically a trademark that the head still has. You have to remember. Don't we get knowledge from IDs too? I think, I'll be brutally honest with you, I don't think Limbus company is on the side of the law either. I legitimately don't think Mephi would actually pass the head's inspection if they knew about it. I'm almost 100% sure that he would not pass the head's inspection. Because of how many secrets it exposes over and over again. You just keep a tight-lipped mouth. That's probably why we can't talk about the contracts with anybody. I would absolutely not be surprised if at the end of the day people just say, like, listen, I'm gonna say this here right now, we just know too much. Team is kind of so random now. You have 2 second kindreds, an Aircorp fanatic, and 2 R-Corp soldiers. I know it's incredibly random. Would you believe me though that they kind of work still? Animated, yes. Would you believe me though that they kind of work because these 4 here have all bleed? Can't forget the fan service. Listen, if you want fan service, we have him here, right here. We can get the boat work going. Speaking of which, did you see the new trailer? Yes, and I also said that to Klein. I will absolutely pull for Ish. I know she doesn't fit my team. I don't fucking care. She's cute. I'm pulling because she's cute. End of story. So yeah, the main reason why I think the head got rid of the Library of Ruina instead of destroying it is because they can't destroy it, and the reason why they removed it from the city in the first place is because they had way too much information. Like, that was like, holy fucking shit, we can't keep that here, it's breaching so many contracts. I'm gonna pity I have like 1k yellow crates. That's like 7-0. Speaking of, I have a role to do with you guys. I'm gonna do this after this fight. I have a guaranteed 3-star.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
I have a guaranteed 3-star. Oh. Darling! Rodion! Why did that resonate in my room? You gotta pull Pity Heist. Maybe Pity Wild Hunt too. Yeah, I will definitely Pity Faust. I said that I was going to roll for her now. The main issue is that Volpurgisnacht is coming soon as well. So I don't know how I'm gonna get the lunacy to get Volpurgisnacht going as well. It depends how lucky I get, I guess. Can you guys please roll high enough? Alright. Clap. That is kind of my main issue. Wanna know the ultimate lunacy grind? Is it mirror dungeons? Go ahead. You can tell me that. Like I said, like the main reason I'm playing Nimbus Company is not for the gameplay itself. Like I don't mind the gameplay itself. It's called a job and I mainly make McDonald's cheese. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the same for World of Warcraft as well. World of Warcraft, if you want to get money the fastest, you just buy it. Just buy that shit, dude. Okay, who's getting... Oh, of course it is. Do you have enough energy? No, not yet. Alright, let's go everybody. In World of Warcraft as well, if you want to have gold in World of Warcraft, is the best strategy is definitely just fucking buy. By the way, the Ruptured Jesus was nerfed. Yeah, the Sinclair, right? The Sinclair one was not. Oh my god, are you kidding me? King from Limbus. Nah, it's gonna lose the bleed, sadly. It's for the best that Talisman got nerfed, honestly. It wasn't healthy for the state of the game, in my honest opinion. I don't even know what it did exactly. Stop gaining protection, you little shit. Absolutely. Send something on Discord. Absolutely legendary. I'll look into this later. I don't know if there's like any like music that I might have to be careful of or something like that. So. Alright, done. Unclashable. That just means I get to hit you for free, bitch boy! Take those hits to the chin! Can you guys please roll heads more often? Target is Rupture Pot based on the stats when either attacking or getting hit. Oh yeah, right, I remember. Did you actually even stagger him? You didn't even fucking stagger my Rhino boy. What are you doing? You didn't even stagger my Rhino boy. Also, I saw that the last boss got nerfed. And people are like already saying like, oh look, I killed the last boss without dying. Oh, like before I got nerfed. Please roll high. Motherfucker. Not the last boss, mid boss, lol. I did it first try. Nice. Reminds me how I did the flower lady first time as well. He's gonna die from bleed, dude. It's Spice Bush version 4. Oh, nice. The one guy I took actually a few tries, which you guys missed, by the way. I'm sorry. The one guy it took me like 3 tries to do is Ricardo. Ricardo took me 3 times.
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
Fucking love unbreakable red coin AoE. That's always fun, isn't it? Alright, I don't know why I care, you're dead. I was about to say, one hit is going to be enough already. What was I thinking? Yeah, Ricardo took me 4 tries. Mainly because I didn't understand how to deal with him properly. But after I did, I was like, somebody in my chat told me a strategy to meme the shit out of him. And I did it with Sinclair. With Ishmael and Sinclair. With Enclair, to be precise. That was stupid. Oh, right, so see, I have a short extraction ready. Ricardo Spice Bush version 2. Yep. Was talking about yesterday in my chat, like, what is the strength of Ricardo in comparison to anybody in Limbus company? And apparently Ricardo is a star of the city level. Like, he's very close to it at least. Let's see what we get. Pray for me, chat. Wow, that is really unlucky. What did I get? Bob Train. Ooh. V-Corp Ryosho. V-Corp L3 Cleanup Agent Ryosho. Slash Queen. I do love when I only roll normal extraction after that. She can come into my charge team. I can have the Rhino boys and charge be a team maybe. What is that level 3 skill? I'll charge count and consume 3 HP to gain 3 coin power. What if you have more charge? What if you have more than 14 charge? Anyway, she's run in mill slash charge nuker. Well, that fits with these two boys here. Then you keep the charge. Oh, see, that's not too bad. What did I get? Upset, I can't believe I'm regulated to. Okay. No, I'm sorry. This is too fun. The room is too funny. I can't move the room is too funny. I will extract for Faust though. I want to see if I get lucky. Maybe I get Faust for free. Let's see. No luck. Oh my god, I even get a double. Are you kidding me? I get a double. I'm gonna pull one more time. No luck for me.
훈련실에서 펼쳐지는 예술이
Blue Association South Section 4, Ryoshu. Another Ryoshu. What is it with the Ryoshu today? Again, I have enough. Oh, okay. That's much better.
그 대답으로 충분합니다.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Hello, Faust. How are you doing, darling? Ah.
메르소입니다.
Oh, look.
사대통님을 보필하고 있습니다.
Little brother.
이상입니다.
실례하겠습니다.
And another Faust.
상가에서 준비한 애프터눈 티입니다.
2 Fausts, huh? Oh, we got her. That's all we care about, chat. Yeah, let's go. That was nice and easy. So I'm gonna keep, obviously, I'm gonna keep Faust for a while. This Faust. There's something to be said to make this Faust be leveling up this Faust. What is your last skill, by the way? What color is your last skill? Envy. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. As you can hear, I have some... This Faust is insane for any team. And self-sustaining with speed. Well, if she is self-sustaining, then... I could level her. I have enough to level her, to uptie her. But I'm gonna save it right now. Wait, do I have enough to uptie my boy here? I don't have enough yet to uptie my boy. I want to uptie my boy. I will have to probably look up a guide on how to play this Faust. I feel like I'm gonna have to look up a guide to figure out how to play this Faust. It's pretty simple, actually. Really? Because I have something here. Hang on, where is it? Here. I have something that raises it immediately to max. Look at the main story of Canto 6. Okay. No, I will not use this right now. So I'm gonna save it, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna use this one for this. Like, now the question I have is, do I want to use... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use everything that I have to get it to 40. There we go. And then I could uptie her as well. Do I have anything else? Hang on. Before we do something. Oh yeah, I have that. I can immediately uptie her to 4. Wait, if I can immediately uptie her to 4 and I can immediately get her to level 40, that's actually kind of insane, isn't it? Where's Faust? Yes, uptie her immediately to 4, please. Look at this, all this stuff that I suddenly got. Use your S3 or count... Oh, wait! Hang on, chat. Is this a spoiler for Canto 6? For Canto 8? Is this a spoiler for Canto 8? Not really? Perfect. Okay, good. Understand your point. It's the management Faust insinuation that my unrestrained stubbornness is due to the fact that I am simple-minded, uneducated swordsman? Is that what you imply? Normally has his defense as a clash card, but when she has 10 taijutsu blade stacks, that's his... Oh, I see. Is it not? The intent behind that expression I observed exists still, though embellished by flowery language it has been. Whichever is the case, the Gesellschaft justification... Gesellschaft? Gesellschaft is German, means community. Justification for the request that I must reconsider the decision after further observation of its intelligence is understood. But I refuse nevertheless. I have two justifications for that decision. First, Gesellschaft provides a distractingly overabundant amount of information. Most of them are unnecessary as well, as learning my Lord's teaching takes upon a great majority of my days. Moreover, there's the Earth. What is that supposed to? Okay, why am I playing a Korean game and why is it teaching me English words, dude? That is just baffling. Scarcity or lack of something. How do you pronounce it?
Dearth.
Dearth. Okay. Okay. Hey, I'm learning more stuff, which as a writer I'm really happy about. There's the dearth of directions in the intelligence provided by Faust. An overwhelming majority of them are far too utilitarian. Over-reliance on such information will set me on the wrong path, as it has happened to other Fausts. As such a thing should not be allowed to pass. Why does this Faust know there's other Fausts? Why does this Faust know there's other Fausts? Is mirror technology like that? Do other people have mirror technology? I guess they have, don't they? Our enemies have mirror technology from Yixing. I just realized. Okay, that's where it comes from. A lot of Fausts do? Oh, really? Interesting. Excuse you? There we go. I never realized it, I guess. Second, it does not matter what information you share with me, the judgment will not change. Faust knows it all, isn't that correct? Then you must also know the reason behind my behavior is... Is that not exactly true? Faust only knows everything that Faust knows. Slow day on Nimbus Land, how goes it? Hello, come in. We just pulled Faust, and I just decided to get her to max level immediately. She's max uptight and max level 40 already. Hello, but come in, come in. It's going well. Another day, another nerf, huh? Let's hope not for the time being. But does not know what Faust does not know. The same could be said for any random passenger in the street of Hongyan. Hang on. Faust only knows everything that Faust knows, but does not know what Faust does not know. Same could be said for a random passenger in the streets of Hongyan. It seems that the responsibility to illuminate youth falls onto me, a student of an excellent teacher. Squid Game Limbus player be like, the nerfing has happened before. I have not watched Squid Games, actually. None of it. Which is a little bit sad, but you know. Happened one night under the brilliant moonlight artificial light. Back then I was confident in my blade. I was of one belief that as long as I had a sword, I could endure any kind of hardship. Which is why I did not feel the need or the will to access the Gesellschaft, nor for learning. Again, Gesellschaft, what is that? Is that a Canto 8 thing? Like, is Gesellschaft a Canto 8 thing? Because it actually is bothering me that people are saying Gesellschaft the entire time. Nope? Okay. That's just a Faust being Faust thing? That is just Faust is a German... Oh, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello. Come in, raiders. Hi, how are you guys doing? Hello, I'm Red Dev 2. Oh, thank you so much for the follow as well. Thank you, thank you. I am a variety streamer, and I am currently fighting my way through Cantos and stuff. Though we are currently just talking about German stuff. Let me give you a shout out. Let's see if it works. Oh, it did work.
Oh, that
cool.
is funny. If they thought that was a
Oh, that's so cute.
singularity weapon.
Avatar is so cute. I don't know why I can't hear
Yeah,
sidekick.
so Singularity does need some more fun stuff, though. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't get a weapon.
That's Canto 5 is fun stuff. Yeah, I got my ass kicked by Ricardo last stream.
Thank you for the follow.
I'm not sugarcoating it. Ricardo
Well,
kicked my fucking ass.
unfortunately, that was my last match.
So if you want to know stuff about German, Gesellschaft means community, right? The Gesellschaft. Does Gesellschaft actually? Hang on. There might be a better explanation for Gesellschaft now that I think about it. It might be a better word for Gesellschaft. Yeah, okay. That's why community didn't fit right for me. So I said that Gesellschaft means community, but that's not exactly true, because communities normally means that they're like strictly related, like bound together. But in German, that's not necessary. It's actually not the case. So if you look at Google, it says social relations based on impersonal ties, such as duty to a society or an organization, right? So it's definitely not something... yeah, a little bit of German a long time ago. Ah, I see. I lived in Germany for... I need to do maths. Hang on. 18, and another 2 years. 12 years. I lived in Germany for 12 years, so... Still speak German sometimes with some of my friends, but... You know. But that's why kind of, when I translated it, it's kind of rubbed me wrong. That fits quite well. They share knowledge, and if you look carefully in false uptie stories, they're made like logs. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah, but so you have to remember, that's very important, that if you are thinking about translating something, you have to consider, what does that word exactly mean, right? In the language. Because sometimes you're gonna get a translation given to you, right? If you're trying to translate something from English to German, for example, you get a translation, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, and that's exactly why. So when I tried to translate Gesellschaft with community, I was like, no, community can be like very close together, and that's not a Gesellschaft. You wouldn't say that, you wouldn't use Gesellschaft for that. Limbus localization is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I did realize that. I did realize that like they're using very specific words for very specific things. They're not just randomly using stuff. That is important. The Ricardo fight. And Cop Sinclair and Zwei Ishmael helps. That's kind of funny that you mentioned that. That's how I beat him as well. My chat told me about it. Told me about to be like, oh yeah, let Sinclair rip. But yeah, I will definitely use a friend code. Just right now. Let me get that here for later. But yeah. Is it cheesing though? Not blaming you either way. Yeah, they put a lot of love into this game and attention to detail for sure. Oh yeah, no, definitely. The interesting thing is because Walpurgisnacht, or Walpurgisnight, as it is told in the game. Walpurgisnacht is a thing. It is a German thing. Walpurgisnacht means it's the night where the witches are the strongest. It's the night where the witches are the strongest, and they can just go and be free, so to speak. And it is interesting that when Walpurgisnacht comes, you have the Nimbus, the magic of Memphi is increased to lobotomy or Library of Ruina. Funny enough, the first Walpurgis was on Walpurgis. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's a really nice touch. Sorry, just finished my energy drink. So yeah, so the story they seem to be doing with Faust is leaning a little bit more on the magical side. So if you don't know, in Faust, this is gonna get complicated, I can already tell, Jesus Christ. So in Faust, the book, Dr. Faust made a deal with the devil, Mephistopheles, to get more knowledge. And one of the ways he gets more knowledge is he talks to a witch during Walpurgisnacht. That is one of the things they seem to be leaning onto here. So I would not be surprised if Canto, whatever the fuck Faust Canto is gonna be all about that aspect of getting more knowledge through unsavory means. I say that Memphi is a singularity in itself. Absolutely. There is no way I don't see Memphi not being a singularity. And Faust made it so she's tied to other mirror worlds. But yeah, like I said, like I can't see a way where Memphi isn't a singularity. There's no way Memphi isn't a singularity. Also, that fight is rude. That fight is a bit rude to not cheese, and yes, I absolutely agree. I actually don't know how you're supposed to do that fight without cheesing, I'll be honest. I'm looking forward to Faust Canto, but I bet it'll be the last one. Oh no! Considering all the cantos so far, if I remember correctly, have gone by how the sinners introduced themselves to you. First sinner to introduce themselves was Gregor, then it was Ishi, then it was Yising. No. Sinclair, Yising, Ishmael. The next one is Heathcliff, Don Quixote, Hong Lao, Ryoshu. I think that it's Meersault, and I'm forgetting someone, then Faust. Altus, then Faust. Motherfucker be the last Canto when it comes to Faust, in my honest opinion. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. The Faust is going to be the last one. I'm absolutely not surprised. Right now, you're going to get Honglu, Ryoshu, Meersault, Altus, and Faust. I was correct. Holy shit, I remember the order. I'm kind of proud of myself for that one. I remember the order of all the sinners. Fun fact, Memphi has a lot of expanded space inside, and each door opens to a different location, and some change to their destination with like mirror dungeons. Considering Memphi is Korean TARDIS. If Memphi is Korean TARDIS, we are missing the Doctor itself, right? You could say Faust is the Doctor, but not really. Don't spoil too much shit. My chat loves to talk. My chat loves to talk. I did know about the expanded stuff with the Memphi, by the way. Don't worry about that. We've been, like, I've seen, they talked about it already. Like, Dante talked about the Walpurgisnacht and the fact that it's an expanding space inside of it. Like, that has been told already. No worries. Is there anything else? I think we should continue with the Abtei story here. The need of the will to access the Gesellschaft, nor for learning. Oh, quick ad break. We're back, gonna make a sandwich. Always hungry after. Oh yeah, please, go ahead. If you have to do after stream stuff, go ahead and please do that. We did get the story about the doors in one of the side stories, just a reminder. Yeah, you did. So this is like, chat is not spoiling anything here. Don't worry about it, chat. Like, I knew all about the Memphi having expanded space and stuff like that. And about Faust Cantos, we're just spitballing here. Nobody knows. I think the Canto I'm most interested in is Altus. Mainly because I know a lot about Greek mythology. Like, I know a lot about Greek mythology, even though I can't put the names anywhere correctly. Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember trying to explain to you guys the Greek myth. And I fucking said so much wrong shit. King Odysseus will be peak cinema, just you wait. Oh, that will be super interesting to see. I read the Odyssey, the entire thing for school. I read it in Old Greek. I read it in fucking Old Greek. I read the original. That was a fucking nightmare, dude. Do you know how fucking annoying Old Greek is? 45 second ads. What did I do to Twitch to deserve this? I don't. Okay, listen. I don't want to be like that. Okay. I do not want to be like that. D2, you're sub to me anyway. You don't get ads. So I don't want to be like that. But why does Twitch say that we have an ad break for 3 minutes? Then I go and take a small ad break for 3 minutes. But everybody that my people say, everybody that my people everybody that my people say, everybody in my chat always says, "Oh, the ad's already over." Why do I make an ad break then for 3 minutes? Like, I take a small break for 3 minutes and everybody's immediately back. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, so the annoying thing about Old Greek is they were more worried about how it sounds than about how it's written, right? So Old Greek has a shit ton of like exceptions, a shit ton of stuff. Everything is different, etc., etc. I privately assigned my Android to had gotten this. All right. So the thing with Old Greek is they were very interested in how it sounds, right? I'm dealing with ads, so don't worry. No, thank you. No, it's just my line. If you guys are not getting 3 minutes ad, should I change the ads? But at the same time, I figured that less ads is probably better for you guys. So, as I was saying, Old Greek is a language that is all interested about how they speak, right? The sound and how they speak is more interesting to them than, like, making sense. Nah, dude, keep the money. I'll be brutally honest with you guys. I barely get any money. Like, my ad revenue, I think, from a year of streaming is, I want to say like $10. Like, it's not a lot. It's really not a lot. The main reason I put the 3 minute ad break at the very end is so that people can, that I don't get any ads in between and have to stop more often. Where was I? The original Inferno has parts that are more like Latin than Italian. I'm not surprised about that. People had super head and hard on at the time for that. Where was I? Right. So Greek is more interested in sound, in how they sound, than how they speak, and than how they make sense, right? And that is a real big fucking problem for a language that is fucking dead. Okay? That is a big ass fucking trouble for a language that is dead. Not to even speak about the fact, if you mute the tab and not the video itself during the ad, the host still gets credit for you watching it. Yes, that is correct. That is one of the reasons why in my lurk tab, I ask people to mute the tab and not the stream itself. Because if you mute the stream itself, I don't get any ad money, but if you mute the tab, I still get ad money. Twitch is weird. What was I talking about? So yeah, dead language. Greek is a dead language. And that's a real big problem if a dead language is more concerned about how they sound than how they to make sense. Not even to talk about the fact that they have a different alphabet than we do. It's a nightmare. I hate it. But in any case, not only that, the Odyssey is A, fucking huge, and B, is a poem. Have you ever tried reading a poem on a different language where the rules are not applied, and poetry is notorious for bending rules the entire fucking time? It was a fucking nightmare. Just have a way to re-enable the sounds on the stream while the ad plays in the background. Yeah, that's Inferno by Dante. I have to read the Inferno, by the way. I have to read Dante's Inferno. I think it's the Divine Comedy, actually. I think it's called the Divine Comedy. The first part is the Inferno, the second part is... I think the second part is Limbo, and the third part is Heaven. But yeah, okay. Sorry, huge ass rant about language aside. Let's continue where we were. This was when I first encountered my lord. Inferno, Purgatory, Paradiso. Paradiso. Whoops. Kinda hard for us to chat when you're swinging that sword so violently like that. You jest. It's plain that you're not having any difficulties matching my strikes. Limbo is the intro to Inferno. Ah, I see. Haha, I'm not kidding. Phew, you're really giving me no time to speak. Is that Hung Lao, by the way? This is Hung Lao, isn't it? Or bad guy Hung Lao. This is a very particular color of speech, and this is definitely Hung Lao's color. You do not jest then. I best silence myself for now. You can check the history logs to see who is speaking. Yeah. I'm absolutely unsurprised about that. I got this burning question I'm gonna ask, so I won't do. Do ask. What do you like, Miss Faust? Not exactly apt subject for discussion between enemies locked in battle. Or perhaps this is but an attempt to buy time. I always forget to remove the sinner's icon in those upties. Yeah, but like I said, I didn't even need the uptie, like the icon. I knew from the color alone. From the color of this here alone which sinner it was. Perhaps this is but an attempt to buy time. Haha, what reason would I have to do something like that? I think it's intentional. I think so as well. I've already taken your lord's life, you see. You are in depth of the Mao branch. You've been visiting whatever the fuck every night to decapitate my precious subordinates' lives. But the more I thought about it, the more I realize that I know so little about you as a person. Well, except for this little detail. Given that you're still living as a beast, it seems that the pinky caucus, still waiting for the right conditions and time to convene, Miss Faust. That's how I learned Rodia got a certain ID last session. They usually go back to remove them later, but the damage is usually already done. At this point, don't bother, dude. We know. Or should I call you the Tianju star? Oh, your blade stopped. Did you not expect me to ask you that? You want to move on from this subject? Can you please answer my question from earlier? What do you like, Miss Faust? By the way, they mean the entire Pinky Syndicate. Do we finally know what the Pinky Syndicate is? I thought we didn't know. We knew the thumb, we knew the index, we knew the middle, and we knew the ring. I didn't think we knew the pinky. Blades. More intimidating and mighty, the better. Wowzers! That is so like you. But that wasn't what I was asking. I was more like questioning out of frustration, you know? Miss Faust, you only focus on what you're good at. You never seek out knowledge outside your expertise. You never try to learn new things. Learning could bring you to new paths, unparalleled paths that no one could ever dream of following. It is doubtful that there is much value in the act of learning and questioning. Of course there is. Unlearned as I may be, my path has never been limited by it. Have you heard of the 108 heroes from the Chinese water margin? No. I'll be honest, the Asian sides of thing, I'm kinda a little bit lackluster in. Like, I'm not that expert, like, I'm not that familiar with stuff there. Nothing stops you, does it? You certainly live up to your nickname. You guys please... People keep tagging me everywhere on Discord. I have not, but like I said, Asian stuff is I'm not as familiar with. It's really something I should brush up on. But unrestrained as they may be, there are paths you do not want to tread. Come work under me, Miss Faust. I can teach you so many things. A righteous cause, a battlefield, the means to utilize your qualities. What is it that you wish to do here in Hongyuan? Hongyuan, as it is now, is all but a pale imitation. The hierarch is unlike a hierarch should be, and the families are unlike how families should be. So I intend to make everything right. What Hongyuan needs is... I decided to follow my lord upon hearing his reply. Tanju is a heavenly spirit in the novel, ranked 24 out of 36. I see. But I finished the last Canto today. It was hell. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to struggling against that. Really, trust me. No, stop it with your inquiries. How many times must I explain that I'm already aware of that? Does one get a hit for 1,000 damage after winning the clash? That sounds awful. What are you guys talking about? I'm really worried now. Already aware of my lord's questionable behavior. I'm also aware of the fact that my lord has prepared an ambitious plan for the family hierarch evaluation. I know all these things. She's talking to a mirror? I just realized she might be talking to the Gesellschaft here. I know that he has wielded the favor to gain precious jade of Danguruan, a gem of the Jia family, like a weapon to one by one obtain everything he has ever pursued. You guys are talking about the future and it's making me very anxious. I know that he has seduced the daughter of the Hue family, for whom there is no place in his heart, to drop many of her family's secrets. I know that his care for me is care for a tool gives him access to the knowledge of the Gesellschaft. I do not need to hear this from Faust. I know them. He commits ruthless violence on the great cause of the recertification of names. Even still, I cannot abandon my lord. False virtue it may have been, it has changed me still. In this city, where even false charity is rare, there's much to be learned from my lord. Miss Faust, can I talk to you for a minute? Yes. I just had a little chat with this guy, and he told me that there is an unrighteous person who brings up something great yet undeserving and excessive to Hongyuan. People can bring about so much disturbance by trying to wield something that's beyond their capacities, right? So can you please go meet that person and give them a little warning? With good decorum and appropriate propriety, of course. The way of conquest is a way still. The mimicry of righteous cause is a form of righteousness still. It's nothing. Your word is my command, my lord. Well, don't let me distract you from whatever you were doing. I've got other stuff to do anyway. Oh, and don't forget to say hello to the other Fausts for me. He leaves without even waiting for my reply. Intentionless and needless. It is becoming of a noble one to not let assumptions bog her down, even if there may truly be venom in my lord's heart. I will not relay his greetings to the Faust. That must be what Faust wants as well. Ending the report. Interesting. Alright, let's see what chat was doing while I was reading. Unsurprising, the sinner survived. All kind of skipped with the one rupture into passive healing, so the fight wasn't that hard for me. The question is, which Faust should I take now? Well, hang on a second. You need to be level to max. LIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIII absolutely hilarious with Faust. So you see here, there's Faust here. And if you take this art, if you take not this art, but how do I change the art? Oh, here. If you take change it to this art here, right? You had Faust looking at herself here and be like, what the fuck is happening to me here? It was really funny. I don't know why Faust sounded so disappointed in herself. Faust always looks so disappointed. I don't know, I just really like Faust. Anyway, oh. Let's try out. I need to get her leveled up as well, so that I have an energy team as well. I would like to have a bleed team, an energy team, and a rupture team. That would be really nice. NCOP Faust is an outcast among Faust. Does she not talk to the Gesellschaft? No, I don't want to do that. Do I want to do that? Let's skip this battle. I don't have the patience to do that now.
괜찮은 산책이었다. 책상으로 돌아가지.
It's not the best, I know, but I don't want to do it.
이걸로 해방에 가까워질 수 있겠죠.
She's a bodyguard. I see. Okay. Let's try it out. I mean, we take the manager.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
Manager. So you're saying, for example, if I just hard focus one person and I let Faust counter, does it work like that? Hang on. I think this might not work on this battle. Let's see. It does clash against this. Right, anyway. Faust takes on an opposite attack that is targeting ally. Oh, I see. It works better on boss battles? Oh yeah, I'm not surprised about this at all. Ninja Star Blade. In 5 haste next turn, reduced by... Okay. She just keeps getting haste. The girl just keeps getting haste. Then maybe use her attack skills. Huge haste is her thing. I can see why she's really good against boss battle then, because you can always decide who gets attacked then. Like, Faust is always going to decide when she gets attacked. This is a 3, right? Look at this shit on the left side, by the way. Can we just talk about this real quick? Skill effects. New keywords. Just goes down the entire time. The thing that gives haste also gives her bonuses on other skills. Wild Hunt and Manager ain't got shit on him, I guess so. She fucking died. Where did that thing go? It just fucking disappeared.
최후 생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
Are they gonna make poise stronger, by the way? Because like at 20% damage boost, there's not a lot. Oh my god, this is gonna burn them down, I just realized. She gets a buff. She gets a buff depending on how strong she is. Oh no. Oh, this fast also has poise. Of course she does. Dawn shall impale. You know the funny thing about Rhino? He actually fits really well in a bleed build. Because he does a lot of bleed damage.
조용히.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
It's faster than the targets by 3 or more. Yes. One used target has 4 rupture, doesn't have any rupture. Okay. Listen, you know what? Just kill these guys. You're having vampire fish skewers tonight. Let's go. We're gonna have Ryosho cook. Or Meso. Ryosho or Meso. That's the 2 people I trust with eating. With cooking. Make a new ID now that the poise plus something else. The poise is there for bonus and not the main point. Good. Because poise feels very weird.
땅덩어리인 척하던 이것들이 전부 고래였고 이 숭숭 뚫린
Bishin.
구멍 같은 것들에게서 인어가 튀어나온다는
Alright.
것도 알겠어.
I get it now. All these rocks were actually whales. And I get that the mermaids pop out of those spores.
근데 피해갈 수도 있는 싸움을 왜 굳이 하는 거냐? 어?
I think it's a loony thing that... Why are we even drawing their eye, huh? Could have just gone around them.
스트레스 해소? 뭐 그런 거냐? 두더지 잡듯이?
Heathcliff, you reminded me of Roland so much right now, it's actually giving me flashbacks. The 2 new IDs for this season, Roddy and Greyon, have Poise Rupture. They get poise when an enemy has Rupture on them. Oh, I see. I'm gonna be pulling Ishmael as well. Because, again, I love my girl. And I need a 3-star for her. And I find her incredibly cute, so I'm gonna be pulling for her. I know Valpurgisnacht is coming. Don't add me, chat. Looking to let off some steam, huh? Hankering for a game of whack-a-mole all of a sudden? Is that it?
그럴 리가 있나요?
Of course not.
제가 알고 있는 게 이 방법뿐인 거예요.
This is just the only method I know.
설명할 생각으로 그렇게 말했을 거라고.
You better be ready to explain what you're talking about. Also, I just realized a lot of people ship Heathcliff and Ishmael together. And I absolutely get it. I 100% get it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, weirdos on the internet. I agree with you. I might be using shards on her. Like 2 of the ID shards in here. Yes, I've already have enough shots. Jesus Christ. You guys been pulling like crazy, I guess. Heathcliff 3 wasn't the only sinner looking at Ishmael's with expectant eyes. It was Otis and the other sinners who all looked at her for some answers. Ishmael? And I was too, of course.
저도 이걸 진짜 하게 될 줄은 몰랐는데.
I also didn't think I'd actually be doing this. Huh?
전설 같은 이야기였죠.
There is this legend-like tale.
전설.
Legend?
대호수를 떠들고 여기를 터전 삼는 사람들이 많은 만큼 나누어진 호수의 종류만큼이라고 해야 할까요?
Each lake of the Great Lake has its own culture, with many wandering and choosing to call those places their homes. So naturally, there are as many tales as there are lakes.
뱃사람들에게는 그 호수에 대한 이야기가 구전되어 전설처럼 들려오곤 해요.
There's the one tale of a certain lake that passed down orally from sailor to sailor, just like the legends of old.
이 부유하는 울렁이고 어두운 잿빛 호수. 이곳에도 노랫가락에 맞추어 불려오던 전설이 존재했죠.
The legend of the gloomy grey lake of wafting and rumbling. Sailors sang the legend of that lake, passing it down for years upon years.
해무에 숨겨져 있는 공간을 열기 위해 두드려라.
Down and heath thy veiled pass to misty seas.
창백한 그 색을 찾기 위해 고래들을 울게 해라.
Be gloom and let whales draw their pelts in search of pallid hue.
고래의 울음소리에 갖춰지면 드러나리.
Tomb shall thy misty path heeding the weeping whales.
그래서 그게 당최
Whatever does that mean? One of the first dual status teams was actually Blois. Bleed Poise, you mean? I'm assuming that's Bleed Poise. It's simple. Hit the porous whales to wake them, draw out and hunt their mermaids, and the path to the pallid whale should clear off the mist.
그러니까 그걸 지금 믿으란 거지. 너도 믿고 있고.
Do you really believe that? Do you expect us to just believe that hogwash?
야, 살다 내가 이런 말을 꺼내게 될 줄을 진짜로 몰랐는데.
Blimey, didn't think I'd ever get to say these words before my deathbed, but...
너 멍청하냐?
Are you stupid?
야, 고래를 깨우는 거랑 저 빽빽한 안개가 거치는 거랑 대체 무슨 연관이 있냐? 저도 어느 정도 말이 되어야 할 거 아니야.
Listen, what does the waking these whales have to do with have anything to do with getting rid of that thick fog? It's got to make even a little bit of sense, no?
히스클리프 씨가 인과관계를 가지고 논파하고 있는 장면은 정말 진귀하군요.
Heathcliff discusses the correlation between actions and consequences. This is truly a rare experience indeed.
왜 안 좀 닥쳐라. 나 진짜.
Shut up, smartass. I'm serious. Heathcliff, I'm proud of you. You're thinking. I know it's hard for you. I'm proud. I'm really proud of you. Look at him. Look at my boy trying to use his brain.
시간 안에 호수에서 벗어나지 못하면 파도가 밀려온다는 사실은 뭐 말이 되나요?
And you think the law that sends waves after us if we don't cross the border at the exact right moment makes sense? Huh? That's actually a good point.
정해진 공간에 도달하기 위해 직선 항해를 하지 못하고 왔던 항로로 바로 되돌아가지도 못한 채 여기저기를 돌아다녀야만 하는 건 말이 되고요?
You think the law that makes us go circles before reaching our destination, the law that doesn't let us go back to the way we came from, makes sense?
제가 처음부터 말씀드렸죠. 대호수에서 상식을 찾지 말라고.
I've been telling you this whole time. Great common sense has no place in the Great Lake.
여기는 그렇게 돌아가는 곳이에요. 그냥 그런 거라고요.
It's just the way this place works, okay? It just gotta have to accept that.
좋아. 그건 네 말이 맞아. 근데 그런다고 해서 좌편이 뭐니 그렇게 딱딱 정해져 있는 도시 규칙이랑 그런 두루뭉술한 노래랑은 완전 다른 거 아니야? 그딴 걸 믿으라고?
Fine, I'll give you that. But they're still like the laws of the city. As outlandish as they are, there's still strict laws that can be calculated into variable coordinates or whatnot. What are you blathering here is some vague old song. Am I supposed to believe something that's so absurd?
내가 직접 겪고 봤으니까.
You know, that makes me actually, now that he mentioned the laws again, that makes me wondering. No, the head had nothing against the librarians, I just realized. The head would not have minded the librarians. Because A, they're still human. But even if they died, they got a new body repossessed, so it's kind of... They're not brought back from the dead out of nowhere. Because they died. They just got, so to speak, reprogrammed, but they're still human somewhere. Wait, would they mind that? Okay, now I'm fucking seriously wondering. Would the head have minded the librarians or not? Because technically speaking, they're dead and brought back to life, which is against the law of the city. But at the same time, they're not brought back to life 100% as they were. And I'm not sure that they are really upset about that. You know what I'm saying? I actually legitimately don't know if the head would be upset or not about that. Give me like 1 second real quick. I'm gonna go grab my soda. Detail right as well. Ah, fuck. Yeah. I think I glitched the game. Idiot. Don't turn the lights off. Chat needs to see your face. What on earth do you mean?
춤은 마음을 비추는 창과
Dance is a window to the heart.
마음이 맑고 투명하지 못한다면 춤만큼 의미 없어지는 것도 없지.
Why are we having this discussion? I just beat the shit out of you. And then they're like, pause. Motherfucker needs to dance here real quick. What the fuck is happening in Canto 2? I still don't know what was happening in Canto 2, by the way. Oh, if you're wondering, by the way, what I'm drinking, Orangina. It's a French soda. French orange soda. Anyway, so yeah, wondering if the head is actually upset about the librarians. I think not. I think they would be fine with the librarians. Angela was really the biggest issue. Anyway, yes, because I've seen it myself. But then there's the question, like, what constitutes as a whatever. What constitutes as being brought back to life? No resurrection, but the librarians clearly resurrected, kinda. Or would they consider it a new life given to the same person? Where's the limits for the head? I want to know. Well, can we have an interview with the head?
그 옛날 아무것도 모르는 지기 어린 항해사가 직접 배를 탔었고 직접 전설이 사실이었다는
Years ago, when a young, stupid, but motivated sailor boarded the ship, she had the most unfortunate opportunity of witnessing this very legend with her own eyes. Taylor Swift had some good happen today. What did Taylor Swift do? Hello, everybody. This is Spy Stoner. He comes in here and just randomly gives me some information about the world. Taylor Swift now owns the entire catalog of her music. Oh, good. It's not going to be like a Britney Spears situation, then.
그렇게 창백한 고래를
Because that's how she
마주쳤으니까
saw the pallet whale. Heathcliff fell silent, scratching his head. The rest of the sinners also nodded and began whispering.
나는
I really don't like you.
진짜 마음에 안 든다.
비쳐요.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, shut up. Just kiss already, you two. Just fucking kiss already. No, don't drop the most heinous cursed knowledge here, Stoner, please. We have new people here. They're not ready yet. We have new people. They should be untainted. And remain so for a while.
정말 죄다. 마음에 안 들지만 적어도 말다툼에서 이기겠다고 거짓말을 하거나
I don't
흰소리를
like
불어넣진
any of
않는다는
this.
건 알아.
But I know you're not the kind of lass to lie and tell tall tales to get the upper hand on a petty squabble. Do you know the Windows calculator has an off-center pixel between 8 and 9? Yes, I do. It bothers me. It absolutely fucking bothers me. To no end.
어디 끝까지 해봐. 일단 이 방망이로 두더지 같은 새끼들 후려치는 건
Fine, let's go all the way to the end. I keep walking those mole-like things with this club.
나도 납득했다. 하지만 다음엔 그런 이유가 있다면 먼저 말해줬으면 좋겠군.
I can also accept your explanation, but from now on, I would appreciate if you could share your knowledge with us before doing anything.
노력해보죠.
I'll try.
어떤 의미에선 확실한 방향을 알게 되어서 다행이라는 생각도
In a way, I am relieved that we now have a definite path forward. Yeah, well, let's go find the next whale.
명령하신 대로
Yes, Executive Manager.
청원 승선.
All aboard, man.
과연 해무가 마치 쪼개지듯이 거치고 있구려.
Truly, the ocean mist is splitting as though a blade has hewn it in half. Jesus Christ. Once we eliminated the mermaids of our last whale singled out by Ishmael, the fog slowly began to fade. Behind it was a different lake, beyond the grey sea.
마침내.
Finally. Why is this orange juice bitter?
피분수가 폭죽보다도 높이 솟아올랐어.
Oh, princess, please, can you shut up? Thank you. Like, I love my princess, right? I love my princess. She's amazing. She's really fun, etc., etc. Please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. You yap so goddamn much. Wait, this is gonna be... We're getting towards the end here. Did I miss something? Wait. I hope there was a way for me to check if I missed an EX, because there's supposed to be 2 EXs that I missed. Oh, no, I get an EX here. Never mind. What the fuck do I never talk about? Still not happy about...
날씨가 제법 굿다.
Still not happy that Atlas is content to milk was on the part today. Okay. You're gonna have to explain... You're gonna have to, like, explain exactly what do you mean by milking it to death. Are they milking it to death, or are they getting money to make projects that they care about? That is my question. Like, that is legitimately my question here. Are they milking it for the sake of getting more money out of people, or are they milking it to get money so they can do projects they actually want to do? The weather here is quite hostile. Messelt was right. The lake beyond the borders was nigh pitch black, the waves crescent tall, rising and crashing violently under the thundering thunderstorm. The wild wings have begun to sway the boat. Oh no, Yi Sang, that is not ideal for you. Hey, Fang's face was starting to grow pale.
저희가 정말 할 수 있을까?
I'm starting to wonder if we can really do this.
언제는 할 수 있어서 했던 적이 있었냐?
Did I ever stop us from trying?
그건 그렇지.
I guess that's true.
진입하겠습니다.
Alright, heading into the zone.
이 호수의 파도는 신경 쓰지 않아도 되나?
Are there any laws of that lake that we must be mindful of?
이 앞에 있는 구역에 대한 규칙이나 파도의 종류는 저도 몰라요.
I do not know the laws of that lake, nor its waves.
해머가 열리는 모습, 그 안에 파도 치는 시커먼 호수는 기억에 있지만
I remember the way the fog splits open. I remember the obsidian sea and the endless tempest.
전설이 실제하는 모습을 지켜본 선장이 흥분해서 떠들던 연설과 고래를 잡기 위한 채비를 서둘렀던 기억만 남아있어요.
But the rest of it, all I remember is that the captain was excitedly delivering a speech at witnessing the legends come to life, and we were all busy preparing for the whale hunt.
그러니까 이 앞부터는 진짜 모험입니다.
So what awaits us ahead is a real adventure. We'll be sailing blindly into the night. Not the best idea, I'll be honest. Yeah, Gulp is exactly right.
모든 걸 정면으로 맞서야만 되겠군.
Then we have to face everything head on. What are you guys doing there? Posting memes the entire time. I should see you guys posting memes in my channel. Right, let's keep going. Well, then we have to face everything head on.
네, 파도가 오면 정면으로 부딪힐 겁니다.
Yes, if the wave comes to claim us, we face them head on.
그 고래가 나타나.
Even the whale.
아직까진
No signs of the whale yet though.
그때는 호수에 진입한 지 몇 분도 되지 않아서 그것이
Back then
공격했어요.
it attacked us mere minutes after we entered the lake. Everyone was tense as they could ever be, looking around nervously.
저건 뭔가요? 뭔가 길고
Wait, what's that? There's something there. Something tall.
같은데.
가까이 다가가 보는 걸 추천한다. 내가 일어나 광원을 가까이 비추겠다.
A close approach is recommended. We have a source of light to improve our visibility. You know, one thing that I just realized that hasn't been explained yet. Why did the Indigo Elder help us? Nesselt got up with the lantern and pointed the light towards where Sinclair indicated.
하나가 아니네요.
There's several of them?
저기 뭐지? 호수 한가운데 저런 게 떠 있을 필요가.
Who put that? What's that? How? Who put them there? What that even for?
등대 같은 건 아닐까?
Maybe they're like lighthouses?
근데 그렇게 보이기도 하네요.
Lighthouses? Yeah, I can kind of see that. Huh. So, do you remember seeing anything like that, Ishmael?
네. 기억이 흐릿한 정도가 아니라 저런 건 아예 본 적이
No, I don't
없는데.
even have a hazy recollection of it. I don't remember seeing it in my...
이스마엘 양. 그대도 갑작스레 뱃멀미가 도지는
Ishmael,
것이오.
has the nausea of the swaying sea gotten to you as well?
안색이 무척
Your face has grown rather pale. I knew that it can't be true. A 6'6" sailor only exists in joke. Besides, Ishmael was doing just fine mere moments ago. Then, she must have had a sudden realization.
그렇군. 이런 모습이었던 거였어.
Ah,
이것만으로도
so that's what it looked like, even small parts of it. Terrifying realization.
어떤 건데 그래요?
What is it?
알기 싫어도 알게 될 걸.
You'll find out soon enough, even if you don't want to.
저건 헤일인가?
There, rogue wave ahead.
청원. 잡을 수 있는 건 전부 꽉 잡고 있도록.
All hands, brace. Grab onto what you can. Ah! Before we even had a chance to say anything, a leviathan of a wave rose on its chest and then crashed onto us from above. It sucked us into the lake before throwing us back onto the surface.
운이 좋았군요.
Mm-hmm.
그대로 가라앉을 확률이 더 컸을 텐데.
We are lucky. There was a high chance that the following vortex could have dragged the vessel deep underwater.
아니, 운이 좋은 거 맞냐 우리?
Lucky you saw what that was down there. That was... Everyone okay? Everyone was soaking wet, nearly hyperventilating, but mostly awestruck by what we just witnessed.
이탈자는
We have
없습니다만
everyone, but
방금
what we just saw down there were...
등대 같은 게 아니라 모조리
They weren't lighthouses, they were
엄청나게 큰 고래들의
tails of a colossal whale.
진짜 그만하고 싶네 이거.
Oh, okay. I really want to give up now.
고래라는 게 저 따위로 생긴 거였다는 걸 모를 때로 돌아가고 싶어.
I want to go back to the time when I didn't really know what the whale really looked like.
이 호수는 고래들이 잠들러 오는 곳이었던 건가?
So this is the lake where the whale comes to sleep.
그래. 목을 기울이고 잠들고 있으면 그 부분이 저렇게 높게 솟아오를 수도 있겠지.
Yeah, if they're deep in the water with their necks bent like that, I could see the tails rising all over the surface. I'll be honest, I didn't see it. It was so quick with the flash, I missed it.
소란스러운 건 눈치채지 못할 리가 없어.
But there's no way they missed this commotion.
기울고 있어요.
The ship, we're keeling over.
이제 저것들이
The
깨어나.
whales are waking up. We're finally here. I think that's what Ishmael whispered. But the storm, the waves buried her voice deep into the lake.
쪽빛 노인이 작전대로 무사히 합류했다.
What my ex said about me? What? Wait, what? I missed now. Yeah, don't forget, Stoner, you're a little bit behind. So if you say something like that, you gotta tell me what exactly you meant. The Indigo Elder made it here as we planned. Ow, my ears.
저게 고래란 말인가?
Over yonder, is that the whale? But I don't. I can let your brain wander. You're dick. You're dick, Stoner, what the hell? We didn't have to wonder for a second about what Don Quixote was screaming at. An entire herd of entities, each dwarfing every single whale we've weathered through this journey, emerged from the waters all at once. We knew this in the beginning, migrating in a singular direction. To witness something like that was enough to make even Mersault gape with plain bewilderment.
여기까지의 작전은 성공인 것 같군요.
Looks like things are going according to plan.
그렇다면 우리도 이야기되었던
Then we have to do our part. Ah,
저기
there. There was a whale that stood out even amongst the herd of inevitably immense whales. Pallid as the pale death, its thick hide with scar tissues.
유독 상처가 많군.
That one is particularly scarred.
찾았다.
We found it.
역시
Trying to find Ishmael from here, but I can't tell.
그때 우리가 피쿼드 호가 냈던 상처
Yes,
자국이
he was right. The wounds, the scarring that the Pekio had made, they're all still there. I assume that you have finally located the whale?
그렇다고 생각됩니다.
I believe so, yes. As always, the chance of success must be minuscule.
그렇습니다.
Indeed it is. Horseman! Ishmael thundered. Ishmael? Well, louder than the thunder itself, as though her personality itself had suddenly shifted. Her voice seemed to overwhelm the very storm itself. Answer, you dogs! Horseman! Aye! Holy shit, Ishmael! Holy shit, what happened? Set row to the pallid thing. Full speed ahead, row!
총력으로 저
Full speed ahead, row! Even Otis was swept up in this sudden turn of events, repeating after Ishmael, bellowing commands. Is this what Ishmael was like when she sailed the lakes, or...? I think Ishmael is going insane, bro. Or is this the captain?
불빛이 보입니다. 좁힌 노인이군요.
I see light. It's the Indigo Elder. The old man in his skiff was sliding across the waters towards the whale. I mean, Bobby Dick things. I know, right? The old man in his skiff was sliding across the waters towards the whale.
잘 듣게.
Listen well.
잠에서 깬 나머지 고래는 전부 던져놓은 미끼를 향해
The rest of the awakened whales have gone for the bait I've laid for them.
작전 성공적이다. 이제
The Empire worked. Now, Jesus fucking Christ. Look at the size of that eye. That eye is bigger than the entire company. Wasn't clear whether the thunder or the old man below had awakened the pale-lit whale. The eyelids begin to shift.
이런 걸 이렇게 가까이서 보는 건 오랜만.
It's been so long since I witnessed anything like this up close. It's an eye of astronomical proportions, so immense that it's no longer resembled an eye, the reflective mirror of the world.
직접 보는 것을 고대했지.
Oh, how I wish to see you eye to eye. The old man, harpoon in hand, draws closer to the whale with a grim, stoic expression. Ishmael also aims her harpoon at the great whale, her face nearly tearing with uncontainable joy. Some sinners tremble with fear, while others prepare themselves. All of it, the world, contained in a single reflective eye that scratched beyond our peripheral vision.
자, 물고기야. 너도 미끼를
Now here's your bait fish, bite on it.
볼 수밖에 없을 거다. 너는 언제나 그래 왔으니까.
No, I know you have no other choice. Biting, devouring is all you've ever known. Horseman, split the sea with your horse!
내가 헤아리기 힘든 세월을 살아왔으며 내가 이해하지 못할 곳에서 태어났음을 존중하마.
I respect you, pallid whale. I respect that you lived years in numbers I cannot even begin to imagine. I respect that you hail from a place beyond my ken.
하지만
But
난 이 기회가 지나가기 전에 이 몸으로 너와 맞서 이해의 끝으로 향할 작정이다.
I will take this chance to stand before you to challenge you. And with this challenge to the edge of the understanding, I will row. Giant harpoon across. Giant harpoon soars across the sky like a bolt of living and strikes the pellet whale.
지금이다. 배를 힘껏 저어서 나아가자.
Now's our chance. Row, row! Ishmael rose tall and alone, looking straight beyond the speeding boat's swaying bow, harpoon in her hand.
너를 다시 마주치면 무슨 생각이 들까? 많이 생각해봤었어.
I have a feeling ever since then, what feelings you might dig up from my heart if I saw you again.
근데 의외로
But this feeling is much more straightforward than I expected.
반갑다. 미 빌어먹을 고래.
Nice meeting you again, you fucking whale! I think he got upset, he's forget about that. Compared to the old man's harpoon, the harpoon Ishmael hurled was like a needle. But once struck, as though its body was racked with immense unbearable pain, pallid whale mouths opened, and the air itself began to vibrate.
입이 벌어진다.
It more opens!
가세는 난 고기잡이를 시작할.
Go, I will now fish this beast. Every sinner heard the old man's voice. Every sinner begins roaring with all their might. In desperation, with some fun war, I know, right? Desperation as though death itself was in our pursuit. As though it was our fate, our destiny to row. We're sucked into an endless abyss. And a rapid vortex pulled us into the maws of the beast, to nabber us as well under the moonlight sky. There was a deep noise. And like a droplet in sea, we melted into fathomless dark.
들리나? 작전.
Acknowledge, acknowledge, how goes the plan?
들리나?
Acknowledge, hey!
아무래도 무전기가.
Looks like the radio's broken for good. Boring. I mean, what will you do, Dante, Virgilius, if Dante actually dies, no? Go into the dungeon. That means, let me pay for that. Oh, right, I can't take a... Can I? I can. I can take a support with me. Yes. Don't worry, the other guys are gonna easily deal with it.
밧줄은 퀴키그의 어마어마한 악력으로 그리고 자신만이 아는 방식으로 직접
It is said that Kiki's ropes, twisted by her powerful grip and esoteric techniques,
세상의 그 어떤 매듭보다 질기고 억세다고 한다.
are tougher than any rope in the world.
그리고 퀴키그는 자신을 호수 속에 혼자 두지 말라고 했다.
Kika told me to not leave her alone in the cold dark lake.
손장인 채로 가라앉아서 고래와 인어들에게 뜯어먹히고 싶지는 않다고.
That she didn't want the whales and the mermaids to tear her apart and devour her when the corpse sinks into the deep waters.
그건 나도 마찬가지였다.
I agreed.
나만이 알고 있는 그 온 살갗의 상처들을, 파헤쳐진 흔적들을 고작 그것들이 파먹도록 두고 싶지는 않았다.
The wounds of on her skin that only I knew of, the memories of her pain, didn't want those monsters to heartlessly rip into them, to gorge themselves with their scarred flesh.
그래서 퀴케그는 관을 만들었다.
So Kiking built herself a coffin.
밧줄을 있는 힘껏 묶어서 배가 아무리 휘청거려도 자기가 잠든 관만큼은 가라앉지 않도록.
Built herself hardly and fastened with ropes twisted and knotted with all her strength, so that her coffin would not sink no matter how precariously the ship swayed.
나는 그 관에 걸린 끈을 손바닥이 찢어지도록 붙잡고 있었다.
My hands gripping on the very same rope tied to the coffin, we are starting to peel and bleed.
소용돌이의 호수로부터 나를 지탱한 건 비어있는 친구의 관뿐이었다.
And my dearest friend, hollow coffin, It was the only thing keeping me afloat in that wheeling lake. Is there anyone out there? Anyone?
비쿼드호의 파편만이 떠있는 호수에서 나는 목청껏 부르짖었다.
That empty lake stranded amidst Birkard's desolation, I called from top of my lungs. She has short hair at the time. Please, anyone, say something, anything.
이 세상에서 나와 묶여있던 사람들이 빠짐없이 전부 사라져버렸다는 걸 알았을 때
I realized that everyone I ever had any ties to had, in a blink of an eye, been taken from this world.
혼자 헐떡이며 숨을 쉬고 있는 내 스스로가
My gasping, reeling self, barely holding on to life, it seemed. Come aboard my ship and sail with me to the cold abyss of the lake.
물을 가득 머금고 숨을 쉬고 있는 나조차도 에이 해부에게 벗어나지 못했는데.
Wait, is that a ducky? That's a ducky. Not even I, drowning yet breathing, could escape Captain Ahab's.
이 고요 속에서도 에이 해부의 호통은 내 목을 조이고 있는.
Even in this deafening silence, Ahab's echoing bellows strangled me.
그들 역시 죽어서도 죽은 선장의 목소리를 듣고 있겠지.
Even in my death, my mates remained trapped with the captain.
나는 앞으로 불행할 때나 행복할 때나
In joy and in sorrow, I'll never forget
내게서부터 뜯겨나간 그 끈들을 기억하겠지.
the strands that were ripped away from me.
이 호수에 영영 갇혀버린 채로 평생을 잠겨 있겠지.
I'll be buried in this lake forever to my dying, last gasping breath.
차오르는 물을 벗어나려고 해도 호흡에 들어오는 건 고독뿐.
Try as I might to escape the rising waters, only loneliness fills my lungs. Jesus Christ, girl, you okay?
그래서 항상 말했잖아.
Always told you, I did.
꽉 잡지 않으면 가라앉는다.
Rope, grab tight or sink. You.
언제부터
How long have you been here?
난 여기에 있어.
Always been here. There we go. Into Ishmael's psyche we go. Uptime and threat spinner rise to level 4. It gains compulsion at the start of every encounter. I'm going to assume she's also somebody who always needs to be there. Let's see. Yep, fixed party member. Oh, look at that. She got to level 4. I did one combat. She got from level 1 to level 4 immediately. That's kind of funny. How's my thing going? 50%. Okay, still good. God, Ishmael, poor girl. Somebody please give her a hug. Ishmael needs a hug. Or 20, honestly. Dun, dun, ba, da, 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 da. Ba, ba, da, bum. Da, da, dum. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, da, dum. Right. Oh, apologies, I'm a bit tired. I've been having trouble sleeping. I have still not recovered from Sunday. If you don't know, on Sunday I went to a marriage. I went to a wedding. There we go. That's a better word. I went to a wedding, and because I'm an insomniac, I was not able to sleep at all. So it's kind of been causing me a few problems, honestly. I just wish it wasn't the case. Such a fucking nightmare. Just want to sleep properly, but I've been having a lot of trouble recently. On the other hand, I picked up reading again. Mind you, it's not books that I'm reading, but fan fiction, but you know, potato potato. At the end of the day, I am injecting stories into my brain. And I do like that. Also, apparently I do write good fan fictions because they're being really well received. I'm gonna write today again. Main reason is because I kind of want to, more than anything. But yeah, if you don't know, by the way, on my Discord there is a channel that shows all my stories. All my stories are written there. Except, actually, there's one missing. My biggest one yet, by far. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-da. Ad break is over. Welcome back, everyone. Right, we have everybody that is level 40, so that's even higher. The immediate session upon waking up was that it was moist and cold yet warm, oddly warm in some places. Where are we?
강 같은 게 기다랗게 뻗어 있네요. 거꾸로 올라가다 보면.
Why did I only realize now that Honglu has heterochromia? Why did I only realize it right now? There's this long... Is it called heterochromia? When you have two different eye colors? Or am I confusing that with something else? No, it absolutely is heterochromia. There we go. Yeah, he has heterochromia. Anyway, there's this long river-like things. If we follow it, maybe there'll be something at the end of it. Luke, how can you always be so calm about everything? It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm just hyper-depressed all the time, and that's how I deal with it. Is he? I think that's just how the fella is with pretty much everything. No, that's not what I'm... I mean, where do you guys think this is? It just... I am well aware. We rode into the maw of the beast out of our own volition. Oh, there goes the head. Head off. Not long ago.
우리가 황금 가지를 삼킨 그 고래의 속으로 들어가는 거죠.
I'm proposing that we enter the stomach of the whale that devoured the golden bow. You're mad. All that trashing finally sent you to the off the deep end.
이건 내 목적일 뿐이에요. 겸사겸사 가는 길에 황금 가지가 있는 거고.
I just got it there for my mission. The golden bow just happened to be in the way.
당신들 알아서 결정해요. 관리자님의 결정이 제일 중요하겠죠.
I'll leave it up to you. Well, to the manager, since the decision matters the most.
아무튼 이 회사나 저나 목적을 달성하려는 방법을 모색할 뿐이에요.
This manager, me, we're just trying to find a way to reach our goals. That's all there is.
그리고 딱히 이렇다 할 방법도 없잖아요.
Besides, does anyone have a better idea?
그것이 황금 가지를 삼켰고 그 황금 가지가 그 망할 창백한 고래의 백화 현상을 중화시켜 준다면.
If that thing swallowed the golden bow, and if the golden bow really counteracts the damn pallid's whale pallidification effects, then
우리가 그 안에 들어가더라도 침식을 당하지는 않을지도 모르잖아요.
we might just be able to survive without getting affected by it.
도박이 아이스. 그건.
There's a gamble issue. That's just.
알아요. 그리고 그건 당신이 좋아하는 것 중 하나죠.
Yeah, you should know. It's one of your favorite things.
관리자님은 어떻게 생각하세요?
What do you think, manager? Shmuel looked at me with expectant eyes as though she knew I had no choice but to agree with this plan. Your eyes were telling me you came this far for the golden bowl. You're not going to go back empty-handed now, are you?
6시간.
6 hours.
그 이후로도 어떤 움직임이 없다면 LCA 팀이 그 다음 임무를.
If I don't hear anything from you in 6 hours, LCA will be taking over the rest of this mission.
LCA 팀이 넘겨받으면 그 이후로는
Okay, LCA takes over the mission, then what?
글쎄, 너희가 고래 뱃속에 갇혀서 나오지 못하고 있다는 불운한 소식을.
Well, if they hear the very unfortunate news that you all decided to row into the whale's belly and get yourselves trapped.
그 거대하고도 창백한 고래를 통째로 터뜨릴 수 있는 방법에 대해서.
They'd be having a long internal discussion about how they could blow that pallet whale apart.
그 이후로는 굉장히.
Then a very lengthy battle will ensue. Okay, so let me get this straight. If we fail to find the golden bowl stuck in somewhere inside the whale's stomach in 6 hours, you won't hesitate blowing us to smithereens along with the whale? Did I get that right?
이 말은 굳이 전달드리지 않겠습니다.
I will not relate that comment. Faust, what do you think about...
영은 아니지만 영에 수렴한다고 생각합니다.
Odds are non-zero, but may as well be nil.
적어도 지금 우리가 가지고 있는 변수들로
At least with the current known variables.
가능은 하다는 거죠.
So we have a chance. Do you have any other ideas that might get us at the golden ball?
그 또한 지금으로서는 없습니다.
No, not at this moment.
하지만 낮은 확률일 것으로 생각했던 방식으로 작전을 극적으로 성공시켜왔던 것은 사실이라고.
What I can tell you, however, is that we have a history of dramatically completing missions with a veritable low chance of success. We do. We do, actually. Okay, then. Let's get this done.
역시 계획이 없는 것이 더욱 계획적이라는 생각이 드네요.
Indeed, the lack of plan becomes the plan itself.
저만의 새롭게 세운 이론을 더욱 공고히 하게 되었습니다.
This solidifies the veracity of my new theory even further. Luckily, we didn't lose any sinners on the way down. All 12 of them made it down here just as we planned. But, guys, where's the boat? The boat was nowhere to be seen. That's a little bit worrying. We do need the boat to get back out. We do need the boat to get out. Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. I need Faust to get speedy. And then she needs to attack normally. Oh, Don Quixote, please, darling. Darling! Motherfucker, how did you roll that low? Just roll heads. There we go. See? That's how you do it. Faust, you lost? Princess, we use the skill once. Does this give me speed? It does. That was all I wanted to know. I wanted to know if it gives me speed. If it gives me speed, I'm fighting. Nobody survives, really. What the fuck is that clash, though? That was a huge ass clash. There goes that. Dude, the fucking Faust though is doing so much damage now suddenly. I can do a rupture build now, actually. I can do a rupture build with Otis. With the Otis that I have, it does rupture a little bit, right? Well, you have one skill that does rupture. Maybe if you up-tie you get more? I wouldn't know. Anyway, to battle, please.
전원, 눈을 크게 뜨고 보트를 찾는데 전념하도록.
When we will commence the search, this boat must be found as soon as possible.
아니, 눈은 크게 뜨지 않았다.
There's no need for a search.
오른쪽 400m쯤에 보인다.
400 meters to your right, there's the boat.
나쁘지 않은 관찰력이군. 곧바로 이동하지.
Quite observant of you. Let's not waste any time and return to the boat.
마지막까지 들어야 한다. 배의 75% 이상이 파손된 채로 흩어져 바닥에 처박혀 있다.
Ah, fuck. Allow me to finish. There's the boat in the ditch. 75% of its hull integrity has been breached and remains are scattered on the ground.
와, 그렇다면 이건 배에서부터 나온.
Wow, so this was a piece of a boat, huh?
다회 사용을 고려해서 만든 배였는데 말이죠.
That vessel was designed to be used more than 3 times. Ung Lao was pointing at the pitiful sight of an absolutely busted looking piece of propeller. Well, to be exact, busted pieces of the propeller and what appear to once have been our boat engines. Something comes to a sputtering halt amidst the wreckage. Thus it rests here forevermore. This would have been quite the painful sight for Mika and Rain. This is a pretty painful sight for us too. So, what do we...
관리자님, 여전히 황금가지의 위치는
Manager, you can still sense the golden ball, right? Yeah, unlike at the lobotomy corp lab branch, I can definitely feel it somewhere in here, but that's also pretty far away, so I can't tell exactly.
시계를 돌릴 준비는 되어 있으시고요.
Great, are you ready to turn the clock? What's that about turning the clock? Oh. The well power has been taken into their bodies and mind. Of course, it only makes sense that this place is crawling with mermaids. Well, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? We're inside a whale. Pulse, please, I need your speed. No, this. Go. It's interesting with the negative, like with die that, with rolls that inflict negative instead of positive, because the more you break them, the stronger they become, kind of. Because there's less chances of getting negative values, right? So I guess that's why unbreakable dice is actually really good in that regard. Do I need more speed? I need more speed. Again, I need to find out a guide for this first. 'Cause I'm not sure if I'm just supposed to always be just speedy Gonzalez. Oh yeah, she has been uptight. She gets gloom? I didn't know she gets gloom. No, now I know. How did you not die? Just finish, please. Thank you, Faust. Yeah, let's bounce before more of those mermaids show up.
이미 고래배 속에 갇혀 있는데 벗어날 곳이 있기는 할까요?
Bounce where? We're trapped inside a whale.
우리도 곧 저런 꼴이 되는 건 아니야? 먹힌
거잖아, 우리.
Are we going to end up looking like them too? No, we've been devoured.
지금 당장은
Yeah.
단테 씨의 머리에 있는 황금가지의 덕으로 수감자분들의 백화 현상은 막을
Yeah,
수
the
있을
golden
거다.
power inside Dante's head is likely counteracting the palidification effect on the sinner's body.
하지만 언제까지 지속될 수 있을지는 알 수 없겠죠.
But there's no guarantee that this defensive effect would last forever.
환경이 변해버렸으니까요.
Must take into account that we are in an unknown environment. In other words, spending too long here could turn us into mermaids, just like them. I wasn't sure if I could bring back the sinners that turned into mermaid. But where do we even go? I don't have even the slightest ideas as where we might be.
이상하네요. 고래라는 건 뱃속에서도 비가 내리는 걸까요?
Weird, I didn't know it could rain inside a whale's belly. I was unsure where to go, so much so that I was starting to feel completely lost when Honglu suddenly blurted something about rain. What are you talking about?
아, 방금 제 어깨로 물이 몇 방울 떨어졌거든요.
Oh, it's just that I felt a few droplets of water on my shoulder.
야, 잠깐만. 우리는 이거한테 먹혔고 곧바로 떨어져서 꼬라박은 곳이 여기였지?
So this is the first place we landed after the whale swallowed us whole, ain't it? Right.
내가 가끔 당연한 게 헷갈려서 그러는데
Sorry, just sometimes I need someone to confirm my common senses.
보통 음식을 먹으면 제일 먼저 어디에 도착하냐?
When you eat something, where does it normally land first?
그거야 당연히 위장이지. 아까부터 배고프다고 울고 있는
My stomach, of course. My poor starving stomach.
히스클리프 씨의 질문에
I
대한
see a point,
의도가
Heathcliff.
파악되었습니다. 위장에선 효율적으로 음식물을 소화하기 위하여 끊임없이 위산이
The
분비되죠.
stomach constantly secretes acid in order to digest the food effectively.
학교에서 배웠던 것 같아요. 무슨 강한 산이라고.
Yeah, I think they learned that about it in school. It usually is some kind of powerful acid
닿는 것들을 분해하는.
that it dissolves everything it touches.
아,
Oh,
그래서 물이 떨어진 위치에 옷이 녹아내렸던 거군요. 따끔하기도 하고요.
oh, that's why my clothes melted where my water touched. It was a bit prickly too. Started at Honglu's shoulder. Something had burrowed a hole in there, and its surrounding skin was sizzling and melting away.
우리 도착하자마자 흐물흐물해지는 것이요.
Are we fated to become porridge so soon after our arrival?
하나 긍정적인 발견을 보고드리자면 일반적인 생물체의 생체 기관과 어느 정도 비슷한 메커니즘을
There's
띠고
one
있는
positive discovery, however. This creature appears to have similar biological mechanism and shapes as its ordinary organic life form. Everyone, we gotta run. I don't care how many pieces of you are left. Just make sure that there's something left for me to bring back. Just anything. Mind you, aren't we in incredible pain every single time we do that? Like, I'm pretty sure we are in incredible pain every single time we pull someone.
피해들, 출진.
And yet we just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing. Just keep doing. Not done. Sinking. Don't even fucking know if that's any good here. Where are you? There you are.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
Give me that counter, please. Give me that counter. God damn it, I missed everything somehow. You know what I need? I need a Heathcliff ID. This is not even a joke. I legitimately need a Heathcliff ID. Do I want Falls to have more speed? I know nothing has any...
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
Faust, why do you hit so hard? Faust, why do you hit so hard? He was on full HP, then suddenly he was dead. The fish had no chance of survival. finish it off, please. That sword Faust has is fucking massive, by the way. Can we talk about that? That's a massive fucking sword Faust. Oh, fuck. Ah, I jammed my fingernail under my nose. Ow. Fuck. Story time. As we ran, trying to weave our way between the pouring stomach acid, without ever knowing where we were supposed to go. Oh man, what a funny sight, eh? Funny? That's more suspicious than funny. You're too loud. Great, now we caught their attention. Who's there? Hey, I heard you guys talking down there. Those mermaids speak? We're not mermaids. Ever seen a mermaid this chatty? The purification effects have only partially progressed. So what does that make them? Half human, half fish? Well, we don't got much time, so I'll make it short. This zone floods with acid every 10 minutes or so. Unless you guys are all made of steel. You better decide fast. Either take the rope you're about to lower down or become sludgy nutrients for the whale or be one with it forever and ever. Well, if you've all turned to sludge, we can still salvage your weapons. We got nothing to lose. Some of them are already starting to melt. Do we even have a choice? Rope, now! Muttered something amongst themselves as though they found something funny about this situation and tossed the odd-looking rope in our direction. This rope feels funny. A rope is right. They're made of the capillary we pulled straight from its lungs. Lasts more than an hour, even in the stomach acid. Oh, great, lovely. I love that. Greg, why'd you even ask that? I hate it. Erodia and her grumblings and tow, we struggled up the bundle of capillary rope. Yeah, I don't know how you guys are, but thanks.
야, 이번 낚시는 대성공이네. 돌아가면 금화 3개는 포상으로 받겠는가?
Yeah, what a catch. You'll net us upwards to 3 gold coins for this.
이 째깍거리는 녀석은 더 찾을 것 같은데.
I think this tick-talking friend might be worth more than that.
낚시? 우리를 낚았다는
A
말인가?
catch? You think you fished us up?
우린 정기적으로 이곳에 들리거든.
You come here every once in a while to check if anyone's washed up, yeah?
하지만 절반은 인어가 되기 직전에 불쌍한 표류자들이지. 몇 분 후면 바로 우리를 죽이려고 들었어. 그리고
But most of them...
절반은 그냥 인어들.
But most of the poor castaways are already almost full mermaids by the time we find them. In a matter of minutes, they are all rearing to kill us. And the rest are just your everyday mermaids.
저희가 특별한 경우였군요.
Ah, so this is a special occasion then.
말도 하고 인어가 되어가고 있지 않은 선원들을 만난 건 아마 처음이야.
This is probably the first time ever we found sailors that could not only talk, also weren't halfway turned into mermaids. So why do you guys come in here every once in a while then?
이 시계머리 선원은 계속 째깍거리기만 하네. 뭐라고 말이라도
The
하는
clock friend
거야.
here keeps tick-tocking.
시계는 아닐 테고.
Are they saying something? Doubt they're full robot.
우리가 이곳에 있을 동안 유행이 많이 바뀌었나 봐. 머리를 의체로 바꿔도 보통
Don't most
말은 할 수
people
있지
prefer
않나?
to keep the ability to speak even when replacing their bodies with prosthetics? I guess the trends have really changed since we got here.
그러니까 저자는 사정이 있어서 정상적으로 소통을 못
So that body there, yeah, it's a long story, but yeah, they can't communicate normally.
그래. 사정이라는 건
Oh,
각자 있는
good.
거니까.
Everyone got a star. I really don't want to tell.
우리 선원들도 마찬가지야. 말하는 건 언제나 힘겹지.
You can sympathize a little. Talking ain't the easiest thing to do.
우리를 만난 걸 다행으로 여기는 게 좋을 거다, 자샤.
Consider yourselves lucked out, fellas. You guys ran into us of all things.
우리는 곧 이곳을 나갈 거니까.
Because we'll be getting out of here real soon. We followed their confident guiding steps, but there was no way to look at the situation without a bit of suspicion. Where do you think they're taking us? What if they are leading us into a trap?
공격을 하려고 했다면 저희가 절벽에 올라올 때 했을 거예요. 기습에 제일 취약했을 때이니까.
Yeah. If they were trying to attack us, they would have done so when they were almost at the top of the cliff. We were completely vulnerable to attacks there. And Ishmael opened her mouth as though she was about to say something, then stopped herself before turning around. It looked like she hadn't finished processing her thoughts yet.
저작살 분명 본 적이 있어.
I'm sure I've seen the harpoons before somewhere.
그런데 너희는 어느 배 출신이라고 했지?
What ship are you guys from again?
그게 림버스가 뭐라고? 아마 잘 모를 거야.
It's called the Limbus. You probably haven't heard of it, yeah?
인어도 아니면서 왜 그렇게 어물거리지? 선장의 이름을 대라. 유사 출신이면 대충이나마 알 수 있을지도.
I'll talk straight, man. If you're not a mermaid, who's your captain? If they're from UCOP, the name might just ring a bell.
우리 선장.
Who's our captain again? I don't know, guys. I've never taken the helm. Not sure if I can call myself a captain here.
운전대를 잡는 자라면
The helm, forsooth, it is all about who handles the wheel.
알고 있어. 카론군이 선장님이요.
I'm quite well aware of our captain. Karon is our captain, indeed.
역시 처음 들어보는군.
Nope.
시대가 많이 지났던 모양이야.
I haven't heard of them. I guess it's really been a while then. He scratched his head. Captain Karon clearly didn't ring a bell.
당신들 이곳에 갇힌 지 어느 정도가 지났죠?
You, how long has it been since you've been trapped here?
8달.
8 months.
아니 멍청아 3년이야. 마지막으로 생계 644일째.
No, dumbass, it's been third year. The last count has been 644 days, so.
모르겠다. 날짜를 세는 건 관뒀어. 햇빛도 들지 않아서 시간 개념도.
Oh no, lady, I quit counting the day a while ago. I've completely lost track of time since we got stuck inside of whatever the sun doesn't shine.
그렇군요.
I see.
제가 알기론 저런 식으로 작살의 매듭을 묶는 사람은
I only know one person who ties a knot to the harpoon like that.
이거 절박 매듭이라는 거야. 우리 마을에서도
Oh, this?
몇 명만
It's called the Red Knot. even in our town, only the experienced few know how to tie it. So, they're here? I think I know you. Ishmael comes to a sudden stop. So does our guide. Not because of what she said. Yay. She's wonderful. Yeah, save team, please. Let's go for the next fight. Gonna beat the shit out of someone. Gonna beat it out. Beat them up.
자, 피쿼드 타운에 온 걸 환영한다.
Oh, great, another fucking town. Great, yeah, no. Because nothing bad happens ever in a town in a Project Moon fucking game. No, never. God fucking damn it. Here we are. Welcome to Picoid Town.
선장님, 저희가 왔습니다. 어떤 걸 건져 올렸는지 보세요.
We're back, Captain. Looks like look at what we fished up. Captain?
역시 자네의 수색 솜씨만큼은 나무랄 데 없이 훌륭하다.
Quite the catch indeed. You're certainly an excellent scout, Starbuck. A weirdly old moment approaches us, a harsh voice tickling our ears.
금화 두 개는 자네 것이야. 한 개는 이 쌍둥이 손님들이.
2 gold coins for you, lad, and here's one of the twins.
감사합니다, 선장님.
Thank you, Captain.
이 피쿼드 타운에 새로운 주민들이 온 건 무척이나 오랜만이야.
It's been a long while since our Peloid town gained new villagers.
주민?
Villagers? Not guests?
발을 들인 순간부터 종속되는 게 당연하다 생각하는 사람.
The woman seems to think us already born to this village. I knew it.
나는 이 불쌍한 선원들을 보살피며 이 마을을 만들고 머지않아 이들을 이끌고 마지막.
Welcome. I have built this village and watched over these poor wretched souls. Soon I shall set sail into the final voyage with my crew. I am Captain Ahab. Ah, Ishmael.
이 순간을 얼마나 원하고 원했는지.
I have no idea how long I've waited.
앞으로도 영영 모르겠지.
How long I've waited for this moment, you won't ever know.
알새도 없이 되져버릴 테니까.
Because I've got you like a fish before you even have the chance to find out. Muttering, Ishmael charged at Ahab.
열렬한 환영이군 이스마일.
What a way to greet your captain, Ishmael. The captain remained serene, even as Ishmael suddenly charged at her. Ishmael? Wait. Now that you mention it. Thankless bastards. You dare attack our captain?
본때를 보여주겠다.
Show them what we're made of.
다시 그 위산에 던져놓겠다.
Toss you back into the river of acid. That spear is so funny to me. Like, he could have just sharpened the end of his spear, you know? He didn't have to make the hooks and everything. Go! Reindeer boy! Reindeer boy, use your speed. I need more speed here. Technically, do I? No, I don't. Are we losing these clashes, dude? What the fuck? Wow. Don lost, huh? Alright, go everyone. Wow! I lost an ego clash. That's cool. Don't worry about it. Absolutely do not hate that it happened. Wow, they clashed and... Okay. Whatever.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
I'm trying so hard to make them not lose too much, you know? There we go. They're starting to hurt, very much so. Yeah, still the same guys, no reason not to. This. This is favorite. Technically I have enough to do the Christmas nightmare, but there's no reason really right now. 1, 2, 3. Get absolutely fucking shreked, son. How many rolls are there? Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, that's unfortunate. Do I have enough? I do. Dude, why do they hurt so bad? What the fuck?
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
She's gonna lose her speed. Go Faust. Did that work? I do have a problem with my reindeer boy actually taking quite a lot of damage. Yeah, look at my reindeer boy, he might die. That would be not exactly ideal, let's just say that.
변변찮은 선원들만 남았나 봐.
Not a good men left. Not a lot of good men left. Our hub. Ishmael quickly leaped to the side, evading a harpoon that struck the spot she was just standing on. What is this now?
내 대선원들은 누구보다 충성스럽지.
My crew is nothing but loyal, more than anyone in the world.
그중에서도 여기 있는 선원은 세상에서 가장 훌륭한.
This one is second to no one when it comes to harpooning.
그러니까 이곳에서 나를 공격한다는 건 그저 자살 행위 아니겠나?
So do you still fail to see that to attack me here is to court death? Sailor wearing an odd-looking mask joined the fray. Blimey, look at the size of the harpoon.
제대로 꿰뚫는다면 추스를 만한 뼈도 없겠군. 저자, 전사.
Direct hit from that will turn your bones into dust. That one. That's a real warrior, huh?
아니 그딴 말 하면서 웃지 좀 말라고. 소름 끼치네.
Could you stop being so bloody creepy for 1 second? Give me the shivers out of nowhere. No, it's Rushu. We both know she's just a creepy fuck. I figured I would be struggling. That's neutral, that's fine. There we go. I could. But I'm not going to. What I will do though is probably use Faust thing, right? I don't have enough gloom yet for this. Never mind. I need more gloom. Right? No, I need more envy. Okay, I'm gonna get envy now. Go Faust! Unfortunate. My god! Ishmael! We lost Ishmael! Fucking hell! Of course, now that we lose Ishmael, we get a fucking AoE attack. Fuck off, cunt. Does this hit multiple? How's Faust doing? I see. This is a counter, right? So just don't attack him for now. This is not the best. I wish I had more gloom to make it happen, you know, but, you know, whatever. Go fluid sack. Nice. Go, Mass Salt. There we go. Faust, do you have speed? You do. Hopeless? Not the time to be hopeless, Faust. Okay, this is much better. Go, Faust. Heal everybody, Faust. That must have hurt. One, two. Nice. Oh, this guy is having a bad fucking time. Faust needs to counter. Power counter that shit. Alright, let's go. Go Faust! Oh my god, we critted. Oh no, dude, you should not have staggered now. That's a really bad time to stagger, my dude. So he has counter. Have you considered I can do this? Just kill him. The other guys are going to die by the overclock. There we go. Oh no, that is not what you want to see. You do not want me to roll bad, like good here. Oh no, that's really bad for you. Told you. Fucking annihilated everyone there with the eagle. You have very low stuff, dude. You're dying. Really? Someone survived? It doesn't matter. Just kill this guy now. Wow, or not. There we go. That worked out in our favor eventually.
강해. 너희.
All of you, strong.
그리고 아니야.
But no sailors.
왜 말 띄엄띄엄 거슬리는
Why talk slowly? Irritating.
단축할 것도 아니라면 그저 지루한 시간 누리기일 뿐이다.
If you're not abbreviating with acronyms, then all you're doing is wasting time. Ishmael Mace nicked the harpooner's mask. It came dangerously close to smashing the skull.
순순히 비켰어야지. 당신 머리통이 날아가게 생겼잖아.
Should have gotten out of the way when I gave you the chance. Now you're gonna have to bash your face in.
너는 맞아.
But you're a sailor.
그래.
Right.
우린
We both are.
같은 뱃사람이니까.
Kick. The sudden explosive burst of energy, Ishmael bolted forth like a cannonball towards Kiki before holding her in a tight embrace.
와우, 방금까지 머리통을 어쩌고 하지 않았어?
Oh, wasn't she saying something about bashing her face in just a moment ago?
벗을 만난다는 건 그런 것 아니겠어.
This embrace is what one does when meeting an old fellow.
그렇게라도 안아버리지 않으면 금방이라도.
You feared they might flutter away unless you hold them tightly, so. Your hair color, can't forget.
이름 알아.
Your name, I know.
하지만
But no attacking captain.
왜?
Why? I'm just...
공격도 하면 나도 공격.
You attack captain again, I attack you.
그땐 죽어. 죽이거나.
Then kill or be killed, one of us.
둘 중에 하나는.
자, 어쩔 건가? 여기 있는 스타벅이 너그러운 마음씨로 너희들을 구조했고 내 마을에 초대까지.
Well, no, whatever shall you do? Starbuck here has, out of the kindness of his heart, rescued you from the jaws of death, invited you to my village.
너희는 그 은혜를 개박살내고 나를 공격하려고 했지.
Yet you elected to attack me as if to spit on that very kindness.
만약 일반적인 항해였다면 그대로 줄에 매달아 호수에 던져 넣고 배 밑바닥을 훑게 만들었을 텐데.
With sailing in the Great Lake, you would have had all of you tied down and thrown overboard to be crushed underneath the kneel of our ship. Your lungs bloating with the lake's waters. There were at least 40 people living in Pickard Town, and there was a conservative estimate. From the vicious glares, I could tell every single one of them was fiercely loyal follower of Ahab. Here we are in this familiar environment, trapped and lost. Things aren't looking so good. Single word from Ahab and they all be up upon us. If we were to retreat, behind us is the river of stomach acid. Ahead of us is an unknown territory.
너무 그렇게 겁먹은 표정으로 보지 말도록.
Ah, lads, lasses, cast fear from your hearts.
다행이지.
It's lucky for you that
너그러운 마음씨를 지닌 선장이니까. 방금까지의 결례는 넘어가.
I am nothing if not merciful. I shall forgive your transgression thus far.
나는 너희에게 물어볼 것이 있고, 너희 또한 마찬가지겠지.
I have questions I would ask of you, and I'm certain that you would have a few for me as well.
그러니 나와 대화를 나누려는 용의가 있다면.
You're willing to talk, then enter the captain's quarters. In peace, mind. Hub casually turned around and marched on into the building. She carried herself with utmost confidence. It was almost like she knew we would follow, that we had no choice but to follow.
야, 저 뒤에 있던 놈들 방금까지 눈을 보라리다가
All them blokes that were glaring at us, they're gone like nothing happened.
선장, 용서했어. 그렇다면
Captain forgave. Then everyone else forgives. I forgive too.
방금까지 죽자 살자 덤벼든 놈을 두고 저런 식으로 등을 돌리는가?
To turn her back on someone who's charging at her with murderous intent just moments ago, it's...
그래. 자신이 있다.
Yes, she's confident.
얼마든지 기습을 당해도 우리들을 막아낼 선원들이 있다는 것. 그리고 우리가 저자를 공격해서 얻는 이득보다 손실이 많다는 것.
Confident that she got the numerical advantage, even if we were to press the offensive. Confident that we know there's more for us to lose by attacking her than by going along with her.
방금 조형된 그 상황 하나만으로 자신이 절대적인 존재라는 걸 공표한 셈이군.
Just what happened, she made clear as day. At least while we're in here, she has absolute control of the situation. Oh, the music is so beautiful here. Talk with her in peace? Nonsense. It's not like we have our way out of here. My gaze followed Key King, who walked wordlessly behind the captain.
들어가죠.
Let's go.
저 개자식이 어떤 말을 짓거릴지 들어보자고요.
Let's listen to what a bastard's got to say.
어디로도 도망은 못 칠 테니까.
There's nowhere to run after all.
저 새끼는 우리는.
For her or for us. Okay, I did lose Ishmael there. Oh my god, more yapping. More yapping incoming!
그런데 저 게시판에 적혀 있는 건 뭐야?
So what's that on the board over there?
선원마다 배당되는 금화야.
The number of gold coins assigned to each crewman and woman.
쓸만한 재료들을 건져 올리거나 인어들을 사냥하는 데
We can collect them by fishing up useful stuff or hunting mermaids. And who's the one paying you?
그거야.
The captain, obviously.
원장님이지.
고래 뱃속에서 경제 활동이라도 있다는 것인가?
Are you saying there's an economic activity within the whale's stomach?
이곳에서는 금화를 얻을 수도 가질 필요도 없을 텐데.
What need of gold coins could you have here, let alone the means of procuring them?
말했잖아. 우리 있는 곳 밖에.
Told you, we'll be out of here in just a little bit.
그리고 나는 벌써 63개의 금화를 받을 수
When once we're off this whale, I'll get paid 63 gold coins.
이 정도라면 도시로 나가서 쓸만한 배를 살 수 있을지도 모르지.
That much gold, though.
물가가
Do we use gold coins? We don't use gold coins in this city. What are they talking about? That much dough? Might just be able to snag myself a halfway decent ship, unless the inflation gone nuts, that is.
아이바. 혹시 청새치 항구선을 들린 거라면 말해줘. 가오리 철판 해물집은
by the way, ever been
건재한가?
into the Marlin port ship lately? Any chance you saw the Stingray plate top place? Wonder if that's still open.
맛있어 보이는 이름인걸?
That sounds delish. Where is it? Looks like Ahab's giving out gold coin to her crew for their labor. Promise of a reward for services rendered. I'm sure that's a strong motivator.
이스마엘. 아까는 정말
Hey Ishmael, you really caught me off guard earlier.
너를 이곳에서 만날 거라고는 생각도 못해서 말이야.
Seriously, I didn't think I'd find you here of all places.
밖에 나가면 술통 내기라도 하는 건 어때? 어? 예전처럼 말이야.
When we're out of here, we should go crash at a bar and drink rum straight from the barrel. Make it a competition just like the good old days.
그래. 다른 선원들이랑 인사는 나눴어?
Alright, did you get a chance to say hello to everyone? The little chat?
그리고 또 머리는 왜 또 그렇게 길게 기른 거야?
Oh man, you sure did grow your hair out. Whatever happened to long hair is annoying.
질문이 많네요.
That's a lot of questions at once.
다들 저랑 이야기도 나누고 싶어 하지 않던데요. 적개심이 가득한 표정이던데.
I don't think any of them want to chat with me. Can tell them from the looks they're giving me.
이곳에선 다른 배에서 온 주민들도
Sometimes people from other ships would join us in the village.
모두 하루를 채 못 넘겼어. 여태까지 버틴 건 우리 말곤 없지.
But none of them lasted more than a day. We were the only ones who made it this long.
선장님이 해결책을 알려주셨거든.
It's all thanks to a solution of our captain came up with.
해결책?
Solution?
몸과 머릿속이 하얗게 되지 않을 수 있는 유일한 방법.
A way to stop our bodies and mind from going pallid. What is it?
보다시피 선장님만 아니었다면 우리는 이곳에서 인어로 변했을.
Quick ad break, real quick. Okay.
아무도 안 남아
So
있었겠지.
today is one of those days where I don't stream for nearly as long, and for one very simple reason. Very simple reason. I have to go play D&D in a bit. That's it. That's just all of it. Oh, a friend of mine is playing. Sorry. A friend of mine is playing Cuphead. Oh no! Oh no! They're absolutely getting annihilated by Cuphead being Cuphead. That's kind of funny to watch. But yeah, basically, I have. I'm gonna be playing for a little bit shorter today, mainly because I have to go play D&D. So this is gonna probably be playing for another 45 minutes max, and then I'm gonna be calling it. And then I have to see what I'm going to do with my day afterwards. I'm gonna probably write again, but I don't know. I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping lately. Maybe I just take the time and just take an extra long nap. Read some books, read some stuff. That's always fun. Reading books is always fun. I still have, by the way, I have Moby Dick behind me right now in my bed. Like there's Moby Dick just staying in my bed. I can't see it right now because there's too much shit in the way. You know what I need to do? I'm gonna change this here because I don't like this, right? There's multiple. I never liked anything like that, so I was considering changing it to something like this, and then instead I add. Is that PNG? Yeah. No, what is this? Media source, okay. Add a media source. Where's the golden forest thing? Hang on. Media source, media source, media source, media source, media source. Ah, fucking goddammit. There it is. Could it just normal? I don't have to do a background. Do I have to do a background overlay? I could do a background overlay. Give me like 1 second real quick. Properties. Where is this? It's my desktop, okay. Desktop. Golden Forest. Overlay. What? Thank you. Keep moving down. Keep moving it down. There we go. And then after the game, I will move this here over here, and then I'm gonna have like a bit more space here. So that I can have like the, maybe something like this, maybe? Yeah, like that. Hang on, I can take away the golden forest then. There we go. Maybe something like that might be better now that I think about it. I'm just looking for new stuff that I can change. For Limbus Company specific, because for some reason Limbus Company is incredibly annoying to, like, make it work. But in any case. Where was we? Where was we? Where was we? As you can see, with our captain, we've long been turned into mermaids. Without our captain, this village wouldn't exist. So anyone who dares to antagonize our captain is our enemy. Because to stand against the captain is to stand against survival.
이런 사람이었나요?
You changed, Starbuck.
꽤 선장에게 반목하던 모습으로 기억하고 있었는데.
I remember you butting heads with the captain all the time. Did I?
그래?
애초부터 선원들을 죽을 운명으로 이끌고 간 게 누군데?
Don't forget who trapped you here in the first place. Led us all to our death. Schmiel coldly walks past Starbuck before entering the office. I thought he was an old mate of yours?
스타벅, 피코드 호의 1등 항해사.
Starbuck, first mate of the Pico.
모두에게 좋은 사람이 되고
or whatever the fuck that is supposed to be pronounced.
선장과 가장 가까운 선원이었고요.
He wanted to be a good person to everyone, and he was the closest of the crew to the captain's ear.
가까운 만큼 의견 다툼도 많았지만 뭐 상관없었죠.
Which meant that they squabbled very often, but it didn't matter in the end.
에이헤브는 평등하다고 말할 정도로 모두에게 관심이 없었으니.
Ahab was equally indifferent to everyone anyway.
누추한 자리를 내주는 건
Please excuse the state of my office.
런주라도 있으면 금상첨화였을 테지. 하지만 아무리 기다려도 술병만큼은 흘러들어오지 않다고.
A bottle of rum and this would have gone down much smoother. Yet, after all this time we spent stuck in here, not a single bottle has been floating in.
협상은 제가 주도해 보도록 하겠습니다, 관리자님.
Executive Manager, allow me to take charge of the negotiation.
이스마엘, 저자는 이성적인 판단이 힘들 것 같고 관리자님은 째깍거리는 소리만 들리니
Ishmael cannot be trusted to make rational decisions, and you, Executive Manager, cannot properly communicate with this woman. She will only hear you ticking sounds. Sure.
에이헤브 선장이라 했나?
Captain Ahab, is he? We...
감히 맞춰볼까? 너희는 이 창백한 고래로부터 삼켜진 무언가를 찾아.
Allow me to hazard a guess. You wrote in here voluntarily in search of something the palate well devoured.
그렇다는 건 너희 역시도 인어가 될 수 있지 않는 다른 방법을 찾을.
That means that you and your present company here are also found a way to keep yourselves from turning into mermaids.
뭐 여기까지 온 이상 굳이 숨길 필요는 없겠지.
No, I don't suppose there's any point hiding when we've come this far.
우리는 어떤 물건을 찾고 있어. 어떻게 생겼냐면 말이오.
We're in search of a certain object. The appearance is as thus. Kyoto started explaining, looking around excitedly as though she expected the captain to suddenly produce the golden bowl from her pocket.
아, 잠깐. 그렇게 함부로 알려줘도 되는 거야? 좀 더 상의한 후에.
Wait, are we really gonna just tell her everything? Why don't we talk about everything first then?
알고 있다. 황금색으로 빛나는
I know what you seek. A golden stick of sorts, I presume.
내가 틀렸나?
Am I wrong? What? Couldn't even deny her accusations thanks to Gregor's extremely telling reaction.
난 그게 어디에 있는지.
I know where to find it.
심지어 너희를 그곳으로
Can even bring you to it.
허풍뿐인 말일 수도 있겠지.
How do we know we're not bluffing?
맞아요. 어쩌면 저희끼리 이야기한
Yeah, what if we just overheard while we were talking?
내가 보았다는 증거를 말해주지. 그 가지에서는 멀리서부터 황금빛을 발산한다.
Shall prove it to you then. From that branch emanates a very far-reaching golden light. It glows, it's warm and bright, yet not bright enough to be blinding.
황금 가지를 알고 있다는 것은
It appears that at least she knows of the golden ball.
관련되지 않은 사람이 알 수 있는 정보의 한계를 넘었습니다.
What she just told us is more than any an unrelated individual should be able to know.
그래 보아야 위치는 가르쳐주지 않을 심산이겠지만.
Still, I don't believe she's really about to tell us where the ball is.
내가 왜 숨길 거로 생각하지? 난 감출게. 아무것도 없어.
You presume I would not part with this information? I have nothing to hide. She slammed into the desk and leaned aggressively towards us. She wore an annoying grin as though she knew exactly what we wanted and where we were about to say to get it.
우리 확실하게 하지. 오히려 감추려고 하는 건 자네들이잖아.
Alright, so let's speak plainly here. I have naught to hide from you. In fact, I dare say that it is you who is withholding things from me.
그 막대의 이름이 황금가지라고 했던가. 그렇다면 황금가지라는 건
Called that stick a golden bowl, didn't you?
가장 중심에 있다.
Well then, that golden bowl is at the dead center of this accursed whale.
중심이라?
The dead center.
포동 소리가 들리는 곳. 이것이 살아 움직이게 만드는 근원.
The epicenter of this deep, resonant thumbing, the spring of life that fuels this beast.
심장. 악을 뿜어내는 지독한 심장.
The heart that seeps with all the evil in the world.
하지만 다행으로 여기시.
But you are in luck.
마침 우리 피쿼드호의 목적지 또한 같으며 고래를 잡으러 떠나는 출항까지 얼마 남지 않은 상태였으니.
It just happened that the Peacock has set course for that very same destination, and we plan to set sail in the very near future.
심장을 터뜨리는 것만이 이곳을 나갈 수 있는
Because the
유일한
only
방법이.
way out of the whale is by destroying its heart.
신기하네요. 우연의 일치일까요?
That's interesting. I wonder if it's just a coincidence.
어떤 점이 신기한 거죠?
What's so interesting about it?
심장까지 가려고 많은 시간 준비하셨을 텐데 저희가 마침 딱 왔다는 게요.
Isn't it just interesting, after all those years they spent preparing for the journey to the heart, we just happened to arrive as they were about to set sail?
운명이란 때로 그런 것 아니겠나. 나의 운명은 내가 이 창백한 고래의 심장을 꿰뚫게 하기 위해 움직이고
I think
있다고
the Elder is gonna have a word or two to speak about it if he steals his glory. I'm just saying, Ahab, you're not surviving against him. I have not said, but merely referred to the nature of fate. The thread of fate itself weaved so that I, Ahab, shall be the one to pierce the heart of the pallid whale.
나는 이곳에서 너희들의 이빨을 다 합쳐도 모자랄 만큼 수많은 항해를 시도했으며 곳곳을 돌아다녔고 남김없이 기억하고 있다.
I'll look into it after stream. Hang on. I have this set sail to the my model suddenly appeared in front of me. That was a fucking got flashbang by my model there. Help! Ah! There's a resonant happening here in my living room. I don't know how to think about it. I have set sail more times in the belly of this beast than the numbers of you gritted teeth combined. I have been in every nook and cranny of this place, all of which I clearly recall.
또한 나는 호수에서 이것의 가죽을 뚫어내기 위해 해보지 않은 시도.
There's no method upon this earth that I have not attempted to pierce this beast's hide.
미리 수고를 덜어주자면 세상의 모든 무기들을 쑤셔박아도 이것의 가죽은 알사의 요새와 같아서 세상 그 어떤 것보다
So allow me to preclude a few options for you. This beast's hide is as thick and impenetrable as Ascop's fortress. All the weapons in the world will not be able to pierce it.
언제나 박아 넣었어. 내
Tried to stab it with my harpoon.
상처는 냈지만
Wounded, yes. Punctured a hole, no.
뭐 믿지 못하겠다면
It's a me, Potato. I am the captain now.
시도를 해봐도 좋겠지.
Okay, Potato. Aye, aye. We follow you. Well, can this stop resonating in my room like that? Anyway, well, no, it's not this one. Well, it's this one here. Okay, let me put that one away. Sorry, there was one glass in my room here that was resonating and that was really bothering me. Well, if you find my words difficult to believe, then feel free to give it a try in your own weapons.
흠집조차도 나지 않았긴 했소만.
My attempts hardly left a mark.
저자의 말이 정말이라면 쭈삐 노인이나 LCA 팀의 시도가 다 소용이 없어진다는 거잖아.
If she's right, then it won't matter what the Indigo Elder does, and it won't matter what the LCA does.
시간이 지나도 구하러 올 수 없다는 거고.
It won't matter how hard they try, they won't get us out of here.
우리는
We know better than anyone.
아무도 구하러 오지 않는 이곳을 제정신으로 버티기란 힘들어.
The crushing pain of surviving in a place with no hope of rescue. No sane mind survives such torment for long.
불쌍한 우리 선원들을 보아라. 흰색의 점막이 금방이라도 온몸을 덮을 것 같지만
Behold my pitiful crew. They hold on tooth and nail to the sense of self as the pallid membrane tries to devour them whole.
없어. 여기.
Nothing here. Nothing. No one.
위장에서 흘러들어오는 배 파편들을 건져내며 퀴케그가 사냥해온 인어들의 시체를 질겅이며 견디는 게 전부지.
We can't do naught but scavenge the flotsam that washes up on the stomach. Mermaid corpses, creaking brings back from their hands are the only source of sustenance.
부드러워.
Fins soft.
대체 어떻게 견디는 거야?
How the heck did you guys even survive here?
단 하나. 선장님의 말만 따르면 언젠가 이곳을 나갈 거라는.
The faith that as long as we follow our captain, she'll eventually lead us out of here.
우리는 그걸로 버티는 거야.
That's the hope we hold on to. So hope stops the palidification?
그러니 이것은
Now give my offer a listen.
이 선원들을 모두 구출할 의무가 있는 나 피코드호의 선장이자 피코드 타운의 대장 에이헤브가 너희에게 하는 제안.
I, Captain Ahab of the Paycod, leader of the Paycod town, have a responsibility of bringing every single one of my crew home. Thus, I make this offer to you.
나는 이놈의 심장을 터뜨릴 거다. 아주 오랫동안 준비를 해왔고
I will destroy this bastard's heart. For as long as I have prepared, now all that remains is to be done is to set the plan into motion.
우리의 목적은 같지만 전리품은 다르다.
Our goals here are the same, yet we seek different treasures.
내 계획을 도와준다면 너희는 황금가지를 챙길 것이고.
Assist me in my plan. We hunt this whale and escape, and the golden bow shall be yours.
잠시 이야기를 나누겠다.
We must discuss this among ourselves first.
얼마든지.
Take as much time as you want. I had nodded with a generous smile. We huddled in one corner of our office to discuss this.
이곳까지 타고 왔던 배는 복구가 불가능하다.
The boat that carried us here is beyond salvaging.
그리고 이곳을 나가기 위해서는 다시 배가 필요하다.
Thus, it follows that we require a new boat for us to escape the whale.
더불어 내부를 조사하기 위해서는 저 체액 위를 돌아다녀야 한다. 배는 그때도 필요할 것이다.
Moreover, moving across the bodily fluids of the well is necessary if we are to conduct an investigation of its interiors. For that, we require a new boat.
여차하면 저자들의 배를 강탈하는 것도.
And then commandeering one of their vessels also were our options.
그렇게 다 들리게 말하시면 어떡해요?
Guys, they can hear us. Pipe down.
우리 배 복잡해. 조작법.
Our ship hard to sail, complex.
운전은 오로지 할 수 있어.
Only Picard crew can handle Picard boats. What I say?
뗏목부터 시작하려면 시간은 어느 정도 걸리지?
How much time would it take if we were to build a boat from scratch?
아무 재료도 없는 상태에서 산성에게도 견딜 수 있을 재질로 제작하려면 예상 시간은 남아.
Considering what possessed no necessary materials and considering that we must reinforce it to be resistant to the whale's acid, estimated time of completion is... Oh, that's a really cute emote. No, let's not even think about it.
그러죠.
Let's not.
제안이라 예상한 만큼 개소리네요.
So that's your offer? I could smell your bullshit coming from a mile away.
저자는 언제나 같아요. 그럴듯한 개소리로 사람을 죽음까지 몰고 가죠.
She's not changed one bit, driving people to their deaths with bullshit that, at glance, seems plausible.
이번에도 다를 바 없어요.
Nothing's changed.
저도 뭔가 꺼림칙한 사람이라는 생각이 들어요. 우리끼리 할 방법은...
Yeah, there's something off about her. Maybe we should just do this ourselves.
혓바닥이 길수록 조심해야 해.
I think Ishi's just a hater of the captain. Can you blame her though? Like, I don't blame Ishi at all. Also, Ishi's cuter than the captain, so she automatically, you know, scales higher for me. I am not biased, shut up. Right, never trust something that requires too much explaining.
저 사람들은 심장을 터뜨리고 나가기 위해서 많은 시간을 쏟아부은 것 같은데 우리가 당장 해결할 수 있는 걸까요?
I think they spend a long time building a plan to destroy their heart and escape this place. Can't hate a woman with a peg leg. I can. I'm sorry, but I can very much so. That is very much so a possibility. Along the escape the place. Can we really do it on our own from scratch?
저희가 언제까지 버틸 수 있을지도 잘 모르겠어요.
I also don't know how long we could hold out in here.
그래, 저 선장만큼이나 이곳을 곳곳이 잘 알고 있는 자는 없어.
Yeah, that captain probably knows this place better than anyone.
그럼 우리가 인어가 되어서 서로를 죽이려 하거나 이곳에 영원히 갇히거나 둘 중에 하나가 되는 거야?
So all options are either turn into mermaids and kill each other or remain trapped in here forever. Are there really no other alternatives we got?
붉은 시선께서 우리를 버릴 리가 없어.
Eradication will abandon us.
이럴 때 의견 정하는 방법은 간단해. 배틀 로얄이다.
We're having trouble coming to an agreement. I will mediate. Let us battle to the last person standing and we have them decide. The sinners were all expressing their opinions, which were all very diametrically opposed to one another, with little hope of meeting somewhere in the middle. And I was unnerved by how easily Ahab managed to see right through us. I don't blame you. I'm not exactly happy about this either. She is absolutely fucking deranged, that woman. Let's be brutally honest here. Oh my god, how much yapping is this? How much yapping is in this chapter here?
너희끼리도 쉽사리 결정을 못 내리고 있나 보고.
See that you're having some trouble coming to agreement among yourselves.
당연하지. 조금만 생각을 해본다면 내가 내세우는 조건은 전부 너희에게 절박할 정도로 필요하고 맞아떨어진다는
It's quite understandable. You should be clear as day that the rents are right before your eyes. My offer is perfect for your present, rather desperate situation.
하지만 바로 그런 기가 막힌 우연적인 기회들을 운명이라고 하는 거다.
That's the whims of fate, the seemingly impossible, coincidental opportunities that are threads of fate weaving the paths ahead of us.
운명이 다가왔을 때 쥐어잡는 것부터 배워야겠군. 여기 뱃사람들은 모두 그걸 알고 있지.
Apologies. Slight sleepy. Must first learn that someone who grips their destiny when it presents itself. It's common wisdom amongst every seafarer. Shut it a little. A lot has happened. Various moments of past coincidences must have passed before every sinner's eyes. When we were almost sandwiched between two ships, when we encountered those floating mermaids on the desert ship, when we fought the whale and its byproducts that came with the waves.
모두 들여다보는 듯한 말꼬락서니는 달라질 기미가 보이지 않네.
You and your arrogant, all-knowing speeches haven't changed one bit.
함부로 착각하지 마. 당신과 함께 움직일 생각은 전혀 없으니까. 난 지금도 당신을 잘근잘근 씹어먹고 싶은 심정이야.
Don't delude yourself. I'm not joining hands with you ever again. Even now, I can't wait to cheer you up and tear you apart.
정말 훌륭한 표정으로 뱃사람다운 말을 내뱉을 수 있게 되었군, 이스마엘.
What a faith, what world. The girl has finally learned how to speak like a proper sea dog worth her salt, haven't you, Ishmael?
당신이 내 이름을 기억해 줄진 몰랐는데.
Didn't think you'd remember my name.
어떻게 모를 수 있게.
How could I not?
내가 이 고래에게 삼켜지기 직전, 넌 난파된 뱃조각 틈바구니에서 내 이름을 목청껏 불렀지. 어제처럼 생생하게 들려오는.
I heard your voice moments before the whale swallowed me whole. The echoes of your voice calling my name, scattering to the winds amidst the desolation. Ha! I can hear it clearly, as though it happened but a day ago.
그때 나는 네 눈을 보았고 찰나였을지라도 네 마음속 모든 것을 알았어.
Even for the brief moment through the tempest, our eyes met, and I peered into the depths of your heart.
네가 그토록 원하는 게
Into the depths of your true desire. Hab strode towards Ishmael. Ishmael stood her ground. She glared at the old woman with bloodshot eyes.
그러니 네가
So, I'll give you what you want. Her voice was low, yet personal, honest.
또 무슨 헛소리를 늘어놓을지.
Let's see what kind of crap you come up with this time.
내가 바라는 건
Because what I want
나의 심장이지.
is my heart.
있잖아, 이스마엘. 나는 네 인생 최대의 소원이 탄생하는 모습을
Ishmael,
유일하게 먹고
listen well. I am the first and only person who watched the birth of your life's greatest wish.
그때 네 안에서 깨어난 단 한 가지의 집념이 악에 바친 시선과 고함으로 사정없이 나를 찌르고 있었거든.
There was an awakening deep within you, a hateful obsession, screaming and thrashing with frenzy, so that it may one day gut me yourself.
아마 너는 그 생각만으로 버티며 이곳까지 온 거겠지?
The very desire is what has brought you before me. Past the trials and tribulations the world has thrown your way. Am I wrong?
저들이 찾겠다는 황금가지. 넌 그런 것 따위 안중에도.
The golden bowl they seek? You don't give a shit about that? Of course you don't.
내게는 나의 심장이 황금가지요. 보물 상자이자 금화일 테니.
My very heart is your golden bowl, your plunder, the treasure you so desperately seek at the end of your journey.
나는 알았지. 너는 여전히 훌륭한 뱃사람의 작살잡이라는 걸.
I knew that deep inside you were still a sailor and a harpooner, an excellent one at that.
나와 눈을 처음 마주칠 때부터 열렬한 원한이 담긴 시선으로 나를 찔러댔지 않나. 단 한순간도 피하는 일 없이.
From the moment of our reunion till now, you have been stabbing me over and over again in your heart. Not once have you averted your eyes.
역시 너는 작살잡이에 가장 어울려. 내가 고래였다면
And what a harpooner that makes you. Were I a whale, I would have willingly give you my heart to kill.
심장을 주겠다고.
You'll give me your heart.
그 말이 허풍이 아니라는 건 네가 더 잘 알겠지, 이스마엘. 너는 내 뭉쳐진 이 열망이 어디를 향하는지 잘 아니까.
You know better than anyone that I do not like Ishmael. I know where the bow of my accumulated passion has set course to.
내가 이 고래의 심장을
Help me destroy this whale's heart.
그렇다면 나는 내게 기꺼이
And I, Captain Ahab, shall willingly give you my life.
어떤 식으로 죽이든 방법은 상관없어. 그대로 받아들여 주지.
Matters not the manner in which you end me. I will accept it all gladly. Ahab snatches Ishmael harpoon and brings it close to her throat.
자, 지금이라도 내 동맥을
Now, do you not wish to tear open my arteries?
내가 목적을 달성한다면
What is happening here? Excuse me?
동맥이 가장 잘 보이고 튀어나올 수 있도록 목도 친절히 꺾어줄 수 있어.
Allow me to make this task even easier for you. Shall I turn my neck so that your veins are plain to see? All of this is yours, as long as I can achieve my goal. Ishmael, you're looking absolutely deranged, but I also gotta say, that's kind of really hot. I'm sorry, Ishmael, you're looking fucking really hot right now.
이 날카롭게 다듬어진 작살. 어떻게든 고통스럽게 나를 죽이는 생각을 하며 매일 밤을 갈았겠지. 그것이 사명이자 운명처럼 느껴왔어.
Oh, what a keen harpoon you have whetted.
마치
Can't imagine the nights you've spent sharpening it, drawing a picture of my painful demise. You must have felt it, the call of destiny, your fate, just as I have.
내가 누구보다 너를 잘 이해하지. 그 애절한 마음을, 증오스러운
I know that no one on this earth understands you better than I do, Ishmael. I know that very longing, very burning hatred that consumes your days.
그래. 지금 당장이라도 너를 찢어 죽이는 걸 간신히.
Yeah, you're right. I'm barely holding myself back from tearing into your arteries.
하지만 하지
Yet you
않지.
do not act.
너는 너무 잘 알거든. 시퍼런 날이든 작살이 목에 나 있는 솜털을 긁고 있는.
Because even now, as the tip of your razor-sharp harpoon tickles the fuzzy of my neck, you know the truth so well.
날 죽이기엔 네가 너무 약하다.
That you're still too weak to kill me.
불쌍하고 영리하기까지 하지. 제 주제를
How
너무
pitiful,
잘
yet how clever. The girl knows her place.
참 다행이야. 네가 멍청해서 이렇게 굴러 들어오는 기회를 걷어차는 한심한 선원이 아니라는 게.
And the cleverness serves you well. A foolish saver would not have accepted this very generous offer of mine.
창백한 고래를 죽이기만 한다면, 내 손으로 끝을 낼 수 있다면.
As long as I kill the pallid whale with my two hands, I care not about what happens next.
굴러 들어온 심장을 꿰뚫어라, 이스마엘.
My heart is yours to harpoon, Ishmael.
나의 모든 것은 그때 완성돼. 그 이후는 어떻게 하든.
I will be made complete at that very moment. What happens afterwards, I could not care less. Ishmael laughed and laughed. She did not fight back with her biting tongue, nor did she sharply and rationally criticize the captain's word as she did ours. She laughed and laughed and laughed, glaring straight into Ahab's eyes.
좋아, 좋은 눈이야.
Yes, I like the look in your eyes.
네 대답이 벌써 보여. 머릿속에는 이미 들렸지.
I can see it. I can see it. In fact, it may as well have already heard your decisions from that look.
그래. 당신의 마지막.
Yeah, enjoy your last voyage, Ahab.
그리고 모든 걸 바쳐서 심장이 터질 때까지 살아남아.
Whatever it takes, survive to the end of the voyage until you destroy the whale's heart.
그렇게 완성된 당신을 기쁜 마음으로.
Now happily destroy you the moment you made complete. Alright, everybody's going insane here.
그래, 뱃놈이 목표를 가졌으면 그런 눈이어야지.
Now I see the eyes of a prophecy, dog. Finally, conviction burns within your eyes.
실망시키지 않는다 이스마엘. 꿰뚫을 보람이 있는 용암 고래보다 뜨거운 피를 토해내며 펄떡이는 심장이 되어주지.
Shall not disappoint, Ishmael. Allow my heart to beat like the very tempest. Allow my heart to bleed hotter than the boiling blood of the lava whale, so that it may be a target worthy of your harpoon. Again, it shouldn't be that hard, but you know, kind of hard. A sense of overwhelming dread emanated from the pair's mad laughter. Neither I nor the other sinners dared to intrude. Their laughters were very much alike, to the point where I wasn't sure which belonged to Ishmael and which belonged to the Ahab. What I was thinking then, I'm not really sure. It wasn't like we had any other choice, but... And maybe I was hoping that Ishmael would refuse the offer.
심장에 가는 항해에 동참하기로 했다면서.
So you're joining us for the journey to the heart?
든든하네. 이렇게 흰 부분 없이 팔팔한 사람들이 같이 해준다니.
Ain't that nice? It's encouraging to have a lively looking fellas along for the ride. Not a hint of the pale membrane to be seen on yours.
그러고 보니
Oh, speaking of which, how are you also okay?
어떻게 이 창백한 고래의 영향을 하나도 받지 않을 수 있지?
How come the pallet wheels got no effect on any of you? Curious Starbucks asks. What's like that?
그런 사정이 있어. 운이 좋았달까?
It's a long story. We just happened to get lucky, and I'll leave it at that. Gregor cut in and blocked Don Quixote's mouth. Thank you, Gregor. Not everybody needs to know about the Golden Bowl. The less people know about the Golden Bowl, the better. More yapping? More yapping. Yap Center. Yap City over here. We yapping.
심장까지 도달하기 위해서는 꼭 완수해야만 하는 일들이 있다.
The task that must be completed if you are to reach the heart.
그리고 심장에 가기 위해서는 두 척의 배가 두 개의 길을.
Two ships, two routes. They must go their separate ways to reach the heart.
우리 피쿼드호는 췌장을 지나갈 것이다.
The pancreas will make its way through the pancreas.
질문.
Question. Shoot.
췌장을 왜 너희가 지나가지?
Why are you the ones going to the pancreas?
췌장은 까마득히 넓으며 산성액이 거세다. 어떤 시간에 어디서 그것이 나오는지 누구보다 잘 알아야.
The world's pancreas is vast and filled with treacherous acid. To go there without knowing where, when, and where the acid will spew from is to dance with them.
그래서 이곳을 하나도 모르는 어리바리한 너희보다는 여기서 구를 대로 구른
So I'm electing to bring those who have toiled here for years, not inexperienced landsmen such as you. Starbucks shrugged next to the captain.
또한 췌장은 인어들이 제일 많이 서식하는 구역이다. 평생을 인어와 고래를 잡는 데 썼던 우리 선원들에게 유리한 항해지.
It was also mentioned that the pancreas is heavily populated by mermaids. It's better that we sailors who have spent their entire lives hunting mermaids and whales take that route instead.
그렇다고 특별히 까다롭게 강한 인어가 있는 것은 아니지만 수로 밀어붙이는 게 적합하다.
But there aren't any particular powerful or troublesome mermaids there. Our numerical advantage will still be useful in that path.
우리는 췌장의 끝에서 그곳에 있는 가장 두꺼운
At the end of the pancreas, we will open its largest vein.
그럼 심장에서부터 피를 보충하기 위해 왼쪽 좌심방이.
Then its left heart atrium will open to supply blood to the area.
우리가 가야 할 곳은
Okay, so what about us?
이쪽 배로 연결된 심장의 우심방. 이곳은 길이 좁아서 작은 배로도 충분하다.
You will take this path, the right heart atrium connected to the lungs. This narrow path, so the smaller vessel will serve you well.
무엇보다 너희를 보내려는 길에 고래도 인어가 아닌 다른 것들이 흘러들어왔더군. 수는 적어 보였지만 쉽지 않은 싸움이 될지도 모르겠다.
Some other things have made their way into your path. I send you one. They're neither whale nor mermaid. Their numbers are small, but each of them may pose a difficult fight.
너희 같은 소수의 인원은 대규모 전투보다 그런 까다로운 놈들을 상대하는 게 적격으로 보였다.
What you lack in numbers, I assumed, will be made up by your individual prowess. You and your men will shine in targeted strikes, not all-out battles that the Peacock will face through the Pancreas.
너희가 없었다면 스타벅과 퀵해그를 포함한 정의 인원을 10명은 보내야 했겠지. 정의 선원이 한쪽으로 치중된 항해는 실패율을 올린다. 야간 골치 아프지
We're not here. I would have sent Starback, Kick, and at least 8 other good men that way. A boat divided will have a higher chance of failing. In fact, it has been rather significant concern of mine.
하지만 운명적으로 나타나주니 이제 와서 이렇게 모든 게 맞아떨어지는군.
But you arrived, fitting perfectly into the conundrum
이렇게 제멋대로지.
of a puzzle, as though fate itself has ordained it. Destiny is a fickle thing, is it not?
에이헤브 씨가 말한 다른 것이라면 로보토미 집으로 삼키면서 같이 삼켜졌을
Ahab,
환상체의 가능성은
Miss Ahab must be referring to the abnormalities that were swallowed alongside the lobotomy cord branch.
짐작 가는 게 있나 보군. 역시 너희를 마주한 건 운명이야. 이 고래를 잡을 운명.
Oh, you know something about these odd creatures. Indeed, our encounter was ordained by fate. The very destiny that leads us meet to the heart of the well.
너희가 그곳의 괴물들을 죽이고 마찬가지로 동맥을 자르면
Kill the monsters there. You open the arteries, and the right atrium shall open.
그러면 우리는 심실이 만나는 이 심장에서
And
합류하는
we will meet again at the heart where the atrium meets.
그런 다음에는 내가 들어가서 그 안에 있는 심장의 핵, 즉
Then I shall enter and destroy its cause. The heart of heart, if you will.
심장 안에 심장이 또 있다는 것이요?
Verily, you proclaim there is a heart within the heart?
이렇게 큼지막한 것과 싸운 적은 없나 보군.
I see that you have little experience contending with a foe as great as the whale.
이렇게나 큰 놈이면 심장을 뛰게 하는 심장이 있는 건 당연한 거다.
It is obvious that such a colossal creature would have a heart that fuels its heart. Is it supposed to be obvious?
악이 맥동하는 그 심장을 터뜨리고 나서야 비로소 볼 수 있으리라. 바깥쪽에서부터 새어나오는 자유로운 태양빛을.
The sun shall shine on us again when we destroy the heart beating out of the very essence of evil. Through the whale's sundered flesh shall the gentle light rain over us.
그러고 나서는 내게 꽂아라. 내 숨을 먹게 할.
And he will impale me with the final harpoon to end my breath once and for all.
이곳의 지리를 파악하지 못했지만 작전의 체계를 생각해 보았을 때 합리적이라고는 판단됩니다. 관리자님.
Well, I'm yet to analyze the geography of this entity. The general structure of this plan appears sound to me, Executive Manager. Yeah, I agree. Looks like Ahab wasn't kidding about the checking every nook and cranny of the belly of the whale. She did all that with singular desire to hunt to kill the great whale once and for all. And for such a long time.
난 여전히 마음에 안 들어. 저 정체도 모를 선장놈에게 모든 계획을 맡기고 명령에 따라야 한다니. 우리는 시계대가리 말만 따르는 거다.
I don't like this. Are we supposed to just what? Listen to some dodgy captain ordering us around? I thought the clockhead was our boss.
남이 차려준 밥에 숟가락 얹는 것도 마음에 안 든다고. 차라리 우리 중에 몇 명이 미쳐서 인어 새끼가 되더라도 우리 손으로 끝장내는 게 맞지 않냐?
Why don't we finish this with our own hands instead of relying on her? Let us do this ourselves. Let one or two of us go mad and turn into mermaids. At least it would have been our work at the end of the day.
그거 참 대책 없는 발언이군.
A most irresponsible suggestion.
그 정도 손실로 해결할 거라는 판단이 들었으면 내가 그렇게 제안했을 거다.
I would have been the first to suggest that had I not estimated our losses to be higher than 1 or 2.
하지 그랬냐?
So why didn't you?
이곳은 정보량이 절대적으로 부족한 전장이자 미지의 공간이다. 언제 어떤 식으로 관리자님이 위험에 빠질지.
Yeah, it's a significant disadvantage when it comes to information in this battlefield. The executive manager's life may be at risk at any moment.
승률 낮은 도박에 관리자님의 안전도 미지수인 작전을 그저 자존심 때문에 실행한다는 건 신이
Not even witless rookies would gamble or risk or gamble with the lives of their superiors. All that for your pride. What foolishness. Hang on. Give me a second. Give me a second. There we go.
심장만 터뜨린다면 끝장날 수 있어.
As long as we destroy the heart, I can end her.
심장만 터뜨린다면.
As long as we destroy the heart. She grits her teeth as she repeats it to herself like a mantra. So that she may never forget, not even for a moment.
자, 집결지에서 만나지.
Right then. We meet again at our rendezvous point.
모두 좋은 항해가 되.
Let this be a good voyage to all of us.
나의 선원들이여. 그토록 고대하던
The sunlight is within our grasp, my dearest crew.
비릿하고 비열한 도시의 공기를 마시는 것도 말이야.
We soon breathed deep the metallic traitorous stench of the city's air. Heart provided us with a boat that could bring us all the way to the heart.
피코드 선원만 가능해.
Only Peacock's crew steers Peacock boat.
그러니까
So I steer.
내가 해.
Peacock joined us as our helmswoman. Peacock was lying. The boat wasn't like any other boat we've seen. The body was made out of flesh and bones. Also noted that a few pieces of metal plates were visible between the organic materials. Only a crew of Peacock could possibly know how to steer this bizarre ship. My nose is itchy. I see. Before I do that, I'm not gonna do that today, mainly because, as I said again, I have D&D today, so I don't stream that long today. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching. I will be back on Monday with more Limbus Company. Hope you guys have a good time until then, and remember everyone, be good, okay? I'll see you. Who can we raid out to? Okay? Who can we say hi to? Hey, thank you. See you next time. Again, it's Monday at start Monday at 7 p.m. Central Europe time. +1. Central Europe time +1, now that I think about it. There is a friend of mine who is... Do you guys want to see more Limbus Company, or do you guys want to just go to my friends? Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna send you guys over to... Where is it? I'll send you guys over to Claire. She's doing a donathon. It was her birthday a few days ago, so if you guys want to say happy birthday to the Foxo, go ahead. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Be good, okay? Bye-bye, everyone. And